Man, why does it feel like my hat is crooked?
Good morning, everybody. Today we got some drops. We have a couple drops actually. We got the Particle Gray Nines on the Nike Sneakers app. We also on the Nike app they're restocking the Panda Dunk Highs, men and women's, and then at 11 o'clock, Union's dropping the Cortezes, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Um, this is the Homegrown Kicks, and I'm your boy James. So we got some stuff going on today. Might have another guest or two popping in later. I did invite ACS Sneakers Aiden up here too, but he's in a totally different time zone. I don't know if he's gonna make it or not. I don't know what time that is over there, but you going for anything this morning?
Ooh, no. I don't even know what's on the calendar. Man, to be honest with you, I don't even know what's really on the calendar as far as outside of Jordans. I barely
Mm-hmm.
know what's on the Jordan calendar because times and the level of sneakers that are dropping just aren't there. Um, Yeah, I can't even think of anything right now. I had to have somebody tell me about some shoes that were releasing this week that I was like, what?
Um, I'm not really into New Balance, but I think New Balance is dropping the 550 today too. I don't know if you're into them or not, but
Yeah. I like some of the New Balance stuff. I definitely like some of that. It's just New Balance is becoming like Adidas, like some Adidas drops, like almost a headache to try to go for it. And I'm just like, I like Adidas, but because of the level of popularity of Adidas over the years, where it was like really easy to get them, and now it's a headache. I feel like it's just way too much for a pair of New Balances.
I never really got into New Balances. What they look like to me is the like the dad shoes, like the Air Mark. What are they? R Marks or Air Mark? What are they called? they they look
Yeah,
they look like those Nike shoes, like those dad shoes to me.
yeah,
I just never liked them.
yeah.
But
All those Monarchs.
yeah, the Monarchs. Yeah, that's it. I forget. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also will be getting some stock numbers on the Particle Grays here. Probably, I'm hoping around 9:30. They come in. So we will know what's dropping on the Nike Sneakers app. KB420, what's up with you, man? How you doing?
You know what? Like New Balances. When I put a picture of New Balances in my mind, regardless of what New Balance it is, I think about Homer Simpson's shoe. Like it just immediately puts me in the mind of like a nasty, ugly, bulky gray shoe with
Yeah.
nothing. But I mean, that's not to say that like New Balance doesn't drop any like dope shoes. It's just that when I hear New Balance, I just think Homer Simpson shoes. Like,
Yeah, I don't. I mean, but like they've been getting like really popular lately. Like, like I heard like like they're selling. It's like the sneakers app. Like they just like sell out like immediately and
yeah,
stuff, which is
yeah,
which is
yeah.
crazy. Like I never thought like New Balance would be like that. I think of two things. I think of those Air Monarchs when I see them, and I think of like something that somebody like broke their ankle would wear. You know what I mean? Or like go jogging or something. You know what I mean?
Right, right,
And that's not yeah, hey, and that's not to belittle anybody that likes them or whatever. I just never really liked them. Maybe when I'm, old man, maybe I'll really like New Balances. Maybe I'll really want the comfort instead of like the style. I don't know.
right,
But
right. I think that's how I feel about Saucony too. I don't I don't see a reason for Saucony or New Balance to be so hyped that like you can't just get on the website and just click and
bye.
buy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just mind boggling. It's just crazy.
KB420 says, what do you think shoes today? Oh, the Union Cortezes. I'm not with them. I mean, honestly. They're dropping at 11 on the Union website. I don't know like what they're going for in terms of resale, and I'm sure because it's a union, like it's probably going for a decent amount. I mean, it's probably not going crazy because like the Cortezes really ain't like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like they're popular because they've been around a long time, but they're not like it's not like a Jordan or a Dunk right now. But Yeah, they're not for me. I think there's two of them dropping, ain't there? There's like a black one and like a
A
cream one,
tan
and
gold, something like
tan
that.
one.
Cream.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I've
So
I've never liked Cortez's. Like Cortez's, Nike's Cortez is the equivalent of Adidas's shell toe.
I used to
Like,
love shell toes, bro. Rock that. No, like I mean, I still have a ton of them in my bedroom closet. Like I used to love those, man. And they were cheap too. I mean, they used to be like
yeah,
60
yeah.
bucks, you know what I mean? And
It
I
was
would
like
get all I
it
would
was
get
like
all
every
like the
time I
colors
saw a
and stuff.
shell toe. I remember the first time I saw a shell toe, and I looked down at a kid's shoes. I had to have been in like elementary school, so I put that into context. But I looked down at a kid's shoes and I said, "What the hell is wrong with the front of your shoe?" And I mean, they should have called them tank toes because there was nothing a kid could do to destroy the front of the toes. Like the stars on the front or whatever that is would never wear off. Like the rest of the shoe could literally fall apart and separate from the toe, and the toe still looks brand new. Like I didn't get it. Like
Yeah, I used to love them, man. I used to like in my little I used to like I have a background in music. I was in a band for a long time, and
right, right,
those were like my go-to, like, you know what I mean? Because I could just match up the colors and they
right.
were portable. And then, back in the day, I didn't like, I'm not as well off as I am. Not that I'm rich, but you know what I mean? Back in those days, like, you know what I mean? Like that was, I really messed with the, also like the superstar shell toes. I mean, I did, man. I really did. Always like Jordans and stuff too, but like those were like my go-to for a minute, a hot minute. Like,
I don't, and to be honest, I don't ever remember having a whole lot of shoes because I try to think like what I would have had on if I didn't have a pair of Jordans. Because I didn't have a lot of Jordans, practically none at all. But I think like the things that I could remember the most wearing, um, were I had a pair of Charles Barkley's. Um, I had a pair of Dennis Rodman All Stars.
those Barclays were hot, like when I was growing up.
Yeah, yeah. I don't remember them being like popular. I just knew like
I don't think
those
that they were, like, popular, but it seemed like
right.
everyone had them.
Yeah, those purple and black Charles Barkleys that I tried to get like last year and couldn't get my hands on not one single pair. I remember those were like one of my favorites, and I went camping because I was in the Boy Scouts and we did like some cave exploring. And I remember I walked into the cave and my shoe just whoom, down in the mud, and I couldn't get my foot out. So I had to just literally take my foot out of my shoe. And
Yeah.
somebody walking in the tour had to find my shoe and bring it to me. And it was covered in mud. And my mom had just bought them for me. When I got to the house, I had to break the news to my mom. She was like, no, 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 no. I'm never buying you another pair of shoes if you don't clean these. I was like, oh my God. And it was terrible, but I got them clean. Like
Yeah.
my heart was beating out of my chest, but I got them clean.
KB420, who's your boy, James? I like his responses. This is Homegrown Kicks. He got a YouTube channel. Definitely go check him out. Subscribe to him.
Oh, appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Definitely go check him out, man. I really like his content. And for everybody who's in the building right now, if you could hit that like button for us, appreciate you. We got probably I don't know, maybe what 10 more, 20 more minutes. Vlogging with Demetrius is gonna come on. He got some nice content too.
All right.
And like I said, as soon as I get these stock numbers for these particle grade nines, I'll share them with the chat. And yeah, man, like, so I am not the biggest nine fan. Like I don't absolutely have to get everyone that comes out, but I do try to buy them once in a while just because they don't really come out that much. You know what I
Right.
mean? This one right here that's coming out this morning, I'm going to be going for it. I know probably a lot of people aren't feeling it. I'm hoping it's an easy cop. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't go pay resale for this. Like if I take an L or anything, but matter of fact, I think I'm done with resale to be honest with you, except unless it's like for like a sneaker that I absolutely feel like I just have to have, or and
Right.
in those cases, most of the time I'll just pay for it early. But I don't know. These nines, I do like them. You know what I mean? I don't know. Those did you see those fire reds that they dropped pictures of yesterday?
No, somebody was telling me about the fire reds. They said something like I don't even know what the colorway is, but they said the lace loops were red or something like that.
I'm gonna try to find a picture of it and put it on the screen.
They were like the speed laces were red. And I'm like, I just couldn't visualize it. I just couldn't visualize that.
It
But
was
they were
nothing it was nothing like the original, photos were supposed to be, like the mock-ups turned out
right.
to be totally different than that, but, let me
I
see.
mean, they were going on and on and on about how fire they were, and I'm just like, I hear you, but I'm not gonna get caught in that trap anymore because that's how I ended up buying the Heritage ones, and I'm still pretty agitated about that. I'm like, yeah, uh, oh damn,
You see them?
oh damn, I like those.
Yeah, they're not bad, like, sorta like a cool gray 9
Right, right, right.
kind of, like
Wow,
but these are
they're not
supposed to
bad.
drop in November or whatever. I don't know if they really will drop. This to me, this feels like a sneaker that's gonna be pushed back to 2023, but
Yeah, yeah.
if you remember those chili reds, those were supposed to come out, I think, like, September or October of 2021, and those just came out, like, a month or 2 ago. Those got pushed back.
I don't think I like the speed lacing system. It's like I don't know. I feel like they wanted to do a cool gray 9 without doing the cool gray 9. It was like, oh damn, let me throw a splash of color in there. I think I would need different laces with that, or
I mean,
maybe just get rid of that red speed lacing altogether. I don't know.
I don't know, they're pretty tough. Like, I don't know if they're, like, a must cop yet, but,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I like them.
I think that might be what it is for me. Because they're not bad at all. They're just I don't know. The longer I stared at them, the more those that red stood out on the front. I'm like, geez.
Yeah, they're
Uh,
not bad. They're
I,
not bad. And then
yeah.
Nike's doing their Panda Dunk restock.
So sick of the. I mean, like I can't even get my hands on a pair of Panda Dunks, and I'm sick of the Panda Dunks already.
Yeah, they're what do they got? We got the women's and the men's. And me and you talked about before, like I swear they just want everybody in America to have these Panda Dunks,
Right,
especially
right.
the lows. Like maybe not so much the highs, but the lows are definitely but yeah,
The
these are
Panda
coming
Dunk
out.
is the new Air
And for
Force One.
anybody
People get used to it.
yeah, so for anybody who's interested in these, they're dropping a 10 on the Nike website, Nike app.
And they've got the guy in the video like, oh yeah, I got pair 5,000,003. Like, love these shoes.
I mean, they're clean, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. It's a simple clean shoe. Um, and I mean it's not bad at all. And I get people's like frustration with it. Like their frustration is kind of stupid when you think about it because a lot of people expected that shoe to be limited because it was a dunk, and we all know how dunk releases go. A lot of people expected it to be limited, and people were trying to charge like stupid resale prices. People were paying stupid resale prices, and then Nike said, "Guess what? We're gonna make enough stock for the entire world." And people got mad. I mean, don't pay resale then. Like,
I know. And then your average sneaker guy said, "Yo, what's up, my guy?"
what's going on? What's going on?
But yeah, like those Panda Dunk lows, they've been restocking heavy for 2 years.
Yeah.
I remember when they first dropped, I think like the resale prices were like $500.
Yes. 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 I know those people are kicking themselves in the teeth with those Panda Dunks right about now.
Yeah, now I mean they're still decent. Like they're still like 250 or $300. You know what I mean? Like and they've restocked like a bajillion times.
Yeah. I bought my sister a pair of Panda Dunks. Like I wanted them at one point in time, but like seeing people get mad at the number, like every single restock, it made me laugh and not really want it. Like
Yeah.
I didn't want to be considered like, oh, you bought some Panda Dunks for resale? No, I didn't. I bought them for retail, but thanks. And the only reason I bought my sister a pair of Panda Dunks off of GOAT was because it was her birthday, and she was like, where can I get those black and white shoes? That's all she said to me. Where can I get those black and white shoes? And I said, what, you're talking about Panda Dunks? And she goes, I don't know the name. And I sent her a picture. And she said, yes, that's the shoe. How did you know? I was like, because everybody and their freaking grandma and their dad, aunts, and uncles want a pair of Panda Dunks. Like, there are people floating around dead spirits with Panda Dunks on. So
Yeah, that's crazy. So I just got these stock numbers for the Jordan 9s. My boy Brian Wally. Hey, man, shout out to him. All right, so doesn't really seem like there's that many pairs.
jeez.
Let's see. So size 7 got 540 pairs.
Nothing.
7.5 got 648. Size 8 got 2,052. 8.5, 29. I'm sorry, 2478. Size 9, 3456. 9.5, 3978. 10, 4,590. 10.5, 4899. 11, 4,902. Size 11.5, 2,683. Size 12, 4,410. 12.5, 432.
Damn.
Size 13, 3,120. 15. Did I say 14? 14 is 10,008 or 1,080. 1,080 for size 14. Size 15, 324. Size 16, 108 pairs.
So if you wear 12.5, you better be prepared to either have a boot on your foot going up a size, or be prepared to break your pinky toe off and go to a size 12, because you ain't getting it.
Yeah, man, that's not really a whole lot. Let me see. What's the total on them? Let's see. I got the dunk. Man, he sent me the dunk numbers too. Man, the dunk numbers. So, oh man, the men's pairs, 116,000.
Oh, that ain't nothing. Well, no, that's a lot.
The women's pairs, 17,700.
Oh, sorry, ladies.
The men's pairs are bussing.
Yeah. Sorry, ladies. You better hope you got a big foot. Reach into the man sizes.
So in size 10, men's for the Panda Dunk highs, 13,400. So if you're a size 10, one piece.
Yeah. I might go ahead and try to get me a pair just cause. I don't need them, but I might just try just to see and have a good laugh.
The women's pairs, though, the biggest amount of stock on those is women's size 8. It looks like 3,070.
I feel like the average woman's shoe size is an 8.
Yeah.
So
yeah, every woman in my life is a size 8.
Yeah. So Alexa, sorry. I mean, like
total stock on the particle grade 9 is 39,700. That's not a lot.
Yeah, that's that. Gosh. And then that's for like the entire U.S. That's insane.
Yeah, that's not a lot. I mean, I see why they're not dropping it, like Foot Locker and stuff. Those are more limited than the Chili's.
Yeah.
The only other place I know dropping them off top is Hibbett, and that's, you can't even get a W on there for anything.
I mean, I've got W's on Hibbett before.
On raffles.
Yeah.
You ever try to buy anything from the website the day of release?
Oh yeah, no. That's
yeah, I mean, soon as it goes live, it's sold out. Everything.
Like trying to touch most websites, you're not getting anything except for Foot Locker. There's always a like little fairy dust sprinkle of hope when you get on Foot Locker's website. But if you hadn't hit in the raffles, you ain't getting nada.
Yeah, I only hit on Hibbett one time, and that was for the Oreo white Oreo Force.
Wow.
Yeah. But this was after years of like trying to, because I don't have a Hibbett near me. We talked about this before. I don't have a Hibbett near me. So like, if they don't do the ship to me option, I don't even.
I think I've hit, man, I've hit a couple of times on Hibbett, man. I've hit on more times on Hibbett than I think Sneakers app. Don't get me lying, but
Think so?
yeah, I think I've hit
You got a
more on.
Hibbett nearby though, right?
I mean, I've got Hibbett, City Gear,
Yeah,
like
that's the same thing.
like we're littered with Hibbets and City Gears.
Yeah, around here, like there's one, and it's. And I live in the hood. And it's in a way worse hood, and it's like 30 minutes away.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
ain't going
yeah.
there. I ain't going there.
I mean, if you go there, all you gotta do is just go there with like your wits and your Bible and
No,
a
it's not.
strong prayer.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm not like scared to go there. It's just
Give me your raffle win.
I don't want to drive there. Like I don't. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, if I really want to shoot that bad, I'll pay like the $50 resale. You know what I mean, to avoid that trip. Especially with the gas prices now, I might as well.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I think that's why I have it to. Okay, so I said that I was going to. What is this? 2022? Yeah, it's still 20. 2020. I told myself, "Hey, what are you doing?" 2021. I told myself in 2020, "Shut up! I'm doing what I want." 2021. I said, "Okay, you need to like limit what you're buying next year," because I literally started looking at shoes. When I did my top 10 and then I did my top 5 pickups of the year, I started looking at shoes and I was like, why in the hell did I buy this? Like, I don't really want it. When I ended up buying that Chinese New Year 12, the 2.0 version, because I bought the first one that had like the clear bottom and all that. That was dope. But when I bought that Jordan 12 Chinese New Year with the rip away upper and underneath it was like rubber, and I paid $250 for it. I paid retail. I said, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah.
I was like, I can't ever make another mistake like this again. And I realized I just bought it because of the outside pressure that like if I didn't get it, I wasn't gonna be able to get it, and then I might end up liking it later on down the line and ended up being pissed off about the high resale value. So I was like, yeah, 2022, I can't do that. I got to be more selective. And being selective and then finding out gas prices are skyrocketing made me just like sit my butt down. Like, yeah, no, you don't do that this year.
Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to be more selective too, just because you run out of space, man. You know what I mean? And it's not even just the space too. It's like the money aspect too. It's like when I really sat back and I thought last year how much money I spent on sneakers and how much money I spent in 2020, I'm like, man, that was dumb. That was so dumb. And like, and I was trying to cop everything because it seemed like you couldn't get anything. So like, you know what I mean? Be hyped up about getting like, I don't know, the Jordan 5 Oreo. You know what I mean? Because like it's so few and far between, like W's, especially back then. Now it seems to be kind of leveling off a little bit. Not that things are easy to get because they're still not, but like it seems to be a little bit easier because it doesn't seem like a lot of like resellers or going after every single thing the way that they once were. You know what I mean? Like they were stockpiling bricks. You know what I mean? Like, and now it seems like, now if it's hyped, if it's a Jordan 4 or like a dope Jordan 1 or, something like along those lines, yeah, that's going to be like impossible to get. You're going to have to go pay the resale. But, like if you just want like these particle grade 9s, that's a easier cop. But then Nike will do something like only release, however many pairs. What we got here? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
39,700 pairs. I thought that there would be a tad bit more than these. Like, I knew that there wouldn't be a lot of pairs,
Right.
but I really didn't think that they would be this limited. Like, like I said, I don't even know if like Dick's Sporting Goods are dropping these or anything.
You
I
know
know that.
what? Knowledge, information like this is dangerous. It is extremely dangerous. Like it's always good to know, but it's extremely dangerous because if the average everyday person, got a hold of information like this, can you imagine the frenzy for a Jordan 9? Like I can guarantee you less than 50% of people actually want that 9,
Yeah,
but
no one's really feeling it.
yeah, but you put the information about how little the numbers are for it, they're
Yeah,
gonna
and
go
how they want it.
crazy. It's gonna go bananas.
Yeah, and then do you see these dunk stock numbers right here?
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I don't need
this is the men's pairs.
like I'm not going for that. I don't really want it.
I
I'm
mean, is the dunk high really like that popular to where they're gonna make 116,000 of them?
No,
That's
not really.
crazy, man.
The dunk low is more popular than the dunk high.
I mean, that's what I felt too. But like they they're putting out a ton of these, and this is a restock. This ain't even like the first drop.
Uh,
You know what I mean?
right, right. Because I don't I don't hear many people saying like I want a high of this colorway. Like a lot of dunks that are dunk highs that are even hyped before they release end up dropping in resale value. Like they end up going for nothing. And
Yeah,
the low versions end up like doing better numbers than the highs. Man, I couldn't imagine it doing anything, especially now. Like it's crazy. Even collabs have dropped in resale value.
everything is down, man.
Yeah,
Which honestly, I ain't even mad at. Like,
right.
you know what I mean? Like, if
Yeah,
I don't, like in theory, if I didn't catch this 9 and I go pay
right,
whatever 250, you know what I
right,
mean? Like,
right,
that's not that big of a deal.
right,
A year and a half ago, this would be 350.
right.
So I mean, like, I ain't even mad at it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm cool with it. Is it gonna stay that way? I don't know. You know what I mean? I guess when the economy picks back up at some
Right.
point in the next, I think it's gonna be a minute though. I really think it's gonna be like
Yeah.
2, 3 years before things really kind of get back to somewhat normalcy.
Right.
They're about to tax California even higher on gas. I saw something this morning. I didn't read the article because it was just gonna get me mad. But yeah, they're about to put an additional tax on California for gas.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
With the gas, I saw something that said because of the events of 2020, like gas manufacturers produced less because they were trying to forecast that, you know, the numbers that they were doing before in petrol weren't going to be needed. And then all of a sudden, the summertime hit this year and traveling numbers just boomed and they couldn't keep up with the demand, which is why like gas prices are going up higher. So like they're like right now they're really struggling to keep up with the gas demand. It's not that it's not there. They just don't have enough people and enough time to catch up. So
Yeah.
um like but yeah, that's kind of that's crazy. I don't know. Like a lot of shoes are sitting.
Yeah, they're sitting. But I just don't understand like Nike's like how they go about what gets like a major GR treatment and what doesn't. You know what I mean? Like I would
Right,
really like to know like the level of like thought that goes into that because obviously like look those Dunk Panda highs like I just looked them up on StockX and I mean I think they're 110 retail and like they go for like 130, 120, you know what I mean? 120,
oh
130.
yeah, that's just seller fees right there.
Like
Yeah,
that's not even like hype. Like no one's asking you to make 115,000 pairs of those. Like
right.
I don't understand. And then you know what I mean? Like you get the Jordan 9, that 40,000 pairs, you know what I
Right.
mean? and those
Right.
cost more. So in theory, you would think that like they would make more money off of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I watched Wear Tester's video, and I think he might have like killed the hype for the nine. Um, but like the low numbers will make it look like there was a lot of hype and a lot of demand for the nine
Yeah.
because he talked about the materials on the upper, and I'm like, man, um, like even if I didn't want that and was considered wanting it, I don't want it now.
I didn't see the Wear Testers video. I do like some of their content. I do watch that channel
Yeah.
sometimes. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna go for these. Now I feel like I'm gonna catch an L on it. I thought like coming into the morning, I was feeling pretty good. I was like, I mean, I'm probably gonna get a W on that. That'd be dope. And now I'm sitting there and I was looking at the stock numbers and what is it? How many is in my size?
You can see the light of hope slowly get darker.
Yeah. So like where we at? Let me see. There's 2,052 pairs in my size.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So whatever. Hey, you know what? If I don't hit though, I save $200.
That's true. That's absolutely true. And $200 left in your pocket is a good day. Like you can take people out to eat with that $200.
Yeah.
You know, fill your car up for the next 2 weeks. You
My
know,
birthday's tomorrow, and I was like, I'm gonna get these particle gray nines for my birthday. Like it was a gift to myself. Like you know what I mean. So I was
right,
like, and now I'm like, you know what I mean. But
right.
I don't know if you saw my video yesterday about the Travis Scott reverse mochas having only 60,000 pairs in full family sizing.
What? Oh my god.
Yeah. So they got men, grade school, toddler, infant, 60,000 total pairs across all that.
Right. Why? I don't understand why they would do that. That means
Exactly.
that means like each pair, if you're looking at the sneakers app, that means each size is going to be somewhere in the hundreds. It's
Yeah.
not going to be anywhere near the thousands.
Well, I said it. I did the math, and I said it on my video that if 50 states, right,
Right.
60,000, that's 1,200 pairs per state. If
Right.
it was distributed evenly, which obviously it won't be.
Yeah, no, it's not.
And every time that like he drops something on his website, millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people enter into them. And then the
Right.
sneakers have millions and millions and millions and millions and millions. From a business standpoint, if I knew that it had that much attention, if it had that much hype, I'm gonna make 1,000,000 pairs and make my money.
I'm making some money. Yeah,
I'm
it's
making my money. Even if they released them, let's say they gave it the Jordan 11 treatment and there was 900,000 pairs, 1,000,000 pairs. That sneaker, that Travis Scott, would still have high resale value.
Right.
Would it be $2,000 or $3,000? Maybe, maybe not. But it would still be, I would probably say it would still be over 1K, and they would make a whole bunch of money.
But see,
so it's limited to 60,000 pairs, and then people will be like, oh well, because of this and that, you know what I mean? They can only make X amount of pairs, but they make 116,000 Panda Dunk highs.
Right. And even if let's say they made one pair of Travis Scott mochas for every person on the planet, meaning men, women, children. They're still going to sell out because people are going to buy doubles, triples, and then they're still going to have a high resale value for the simple fact that they're Travis Scotts. Honestly, I don't understand why Nike does that. But this is the same company that said we're pulling our shoes out of brick and mortar stores, and you can go into a Foot Locker, not even a Foot Locker in a mall, but a standalone Foot Locker, and still see a bunch of shoes, Jordans in particular, just sitting.
Yeah, I mean, and they wanted to limit like the amount of shoes that are going to Foot Locker and champs and all that stuff, and they're still in there. But like even like today,
Right.
for example, like they didn't get the Jordan 9s,
Right.
So, but then like a lot of other weird stuff's been going on. Like, but those retailers already dropped the Stage Haze ones, and they already dropped the Jordan 6 Red Oreos, but the
Yep.
sneakers app didn't yet.
Right. Right. Right.
So I don't, like I said, like I would love to know like what their thinking is behind some of these stock numbers that they want to put out, because man, I guarantee you, if you made a million Travis Scott reverse mochas, those things would be gone in minutes, and you would make stupid amounts of money. So
Right.
they leave money on the table.
I think somebody at Nike has dementia. Like, I think you need to check on them, because it used to be like the sneakers app would that would be the reason for that's the reason for early access. Like, early access was a lot. It used to happen all the time. Sneakers used to drop their pairs before the stores. I mean, it was for the purpose to sell their shoes before the stores sold their shoes. Now Nike bounces back and forth. Now they can't even get a handle on release dates. And I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. So, the chances of us getting a W on that reverse mocha is even slimmer now, because originally
Right.
it was rumored to have 100,000 pairs, which I knew that. I mean, that's nothing too.
Right.
But like 60,000 pairs across all the, like the levels, grade school, men's pairs, that's just like a ridiculously low amount. And I don't know, I was looking forward to the release, like, and now I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like, I know I'm going to catch an L on it, but listen, I'll feel a lot better about that L if they at least give us a chance to enter into a raffle for it, or,
Yeah.
the draw or whatever. You know what I mean? If they do that Kobe treatment where like they just send out EA, I'm going to be so mad. You know what I mean? Because like, that's even less of a chance.
You're right. I had that thought in the back of my mind. Like, when people, because I didn't even know that they were like dropping the reverse mochas this year until I think like the last time we talked, somebody mentioned it, and I was like, oh yeah, that's cool, and yeah, I wanted them, and I kind of had that attitude towards them, because I'm like, yeah, let me not get my hopes up, because I know I'm not gonna get a pair, and I have probably more access to them, given the fact that I live in Atlanta. What's going on, son?
What up, bro?
From the semi to the
Man's in a semi truck. What's going on with you, man?
Tired, bro, but I told you I was gonna be here, man.
Yeah, no, man, I appreciate you. Where you at right now?
Where am I? Somewhere in Georgia.
That's what's up.
It's like The Hangover. You wake up and you like, damn, where am I? What? Wait a minute.
Exactly.
You going for any sneakers this morning?
No, I'm good on the 9. But those what they call them, the fire red 9s.
Yeah, we was talking about that earlier.
Those are pretty nice.
Yeah. They're dropping the Panda Dunk Highs on the Nike app at 10. And then on the Union website, they're dropping the Cortezes at 11 a.m.
I'm gonna get you some Cortez.
Just have some Cortezes, man.
Cortezes remind me of like gas station burritos. Like, that's the first thing that comes to mind. Just sitting here thinking about a Cortez and thinking about that colorway. I'm like, gas station burritos. That's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, they're gonna sell out, and they're gonna.
Yeah,
I don't
of
know.
course.
Let me look up, see what they're going for.
Like, I absolutely know that they're gonna sell out, and I absolutely know that the resale value is not gonna be there. It's not gonna be there for it.
Listen, I heard y'all was talking about Travis Scott's earlier.
Yeah.
And I never understood why, when it comes to collab, Nike never made more pairs. I don't get. They don't benefit from limited pairs at all.
They want you to sweat.
Yeah,
There's
like,
a
I don't
there's
get
a
it.
little old grumpy man sitting up in his office with like a TV that shows the faces of every person around the world. And when they drop their limited releases, and everybody gets those L's, he's sitting in his office looking at everybody and laughing like, you thought you were going to get a pair, didn't
The
you?
only thing that comes to mind, the only thing that I could think of as to why they make them so limited and so hard to get is they don't want to pay the company, or in this case, the person like Travis Scott. They don't want to write him a check for $50 million. You know what I
But
mean?
they're still going to make more than what they pay him.
No, I totally understand, but like, you know what I mean? That's the only thing I could think of,
Right.
because from a financial standpoint, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Right.
But I mean, I don't know. And then there's another colorway supposed to drop too. There's like a gray and black Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low that's rumored to come out this year.
Like
Some people even think that it's going to come out the same time as the reverse mocha, sort of like how they kind of like swooped in with the trainer ones for the Air Max ones, that they're going to release two.
The only thing that I solidly think of as to why the reverse mochas are like this is I think that they started making the reverse mochas, and then with what that Astro World,
Yeah,
see, they already had the trainers and the Air Maxes done because those were supposed to release, and I think they were starting on the mochas. And what happened at Astro World, they were like, whoa, stop, don't make any more, because these might not sell, he might not be with us anymore. And then they let everything play out to see how it was going to play out. And when people didn't crucify Travis Scott, I think they were saying that they said, okay, we've got these shoes, throw them on the calendar, and we've got enough to bring attention, we've got enough to make a little bit of money, so just throw them out there. Just go ahead and sell what we got.
yeah.
Not gonna lie, that actually makes sense.
That makes sense, but the fragments, they didn't have that many fragments either, like the lows. I don't remember what the exact stock numbers were, but I know it wasn't a lot. And that was across his website and the sneakers app.
Right.
And the highs, there was what, 17 pairs in the world or something. You know what I mean? At least it felt like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like those were so unattainable.
I remember sneakers was supposed to have a release, but they never did it. So
right.
I wonder if they still have pairs sitting in the at the warehouse.
Oh yeah, they got some fake pairs sitting in the warehouse.
Yeah, I remember that everybody was saying, "No, they're loaded up on the back end," and you know what I mean. And then that was cap because they never dropped them. I really don't think. I mean, I'm sure they got pairs, but like, I don't think that they were actually gonna release them. Those highs though, like those were just so unattainable. Like, you couldn't get them if you didn't get them on his website, and it didn't seem like. I remember watching like Instagram, and like there was people claiming to have bought it over 100 pairs and stuff like that. And I only know one person that got him, and that was your average sneaker guy. He's the only person I know that hit on the Travis website.
Well, does he hit on them on those shoes? Like,
he got the lows off the sneakers app too.
Right.
Now I was in a live stream with DJ and Chaz, and the guy that they had on the panel, he got the email, but he sold his pair.
The highs?
Yeah, the highs.
You know what? That was a come up, because like even when they first dropped, those were $3,000, and I think now they're like $4,000 or $5,000.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah. They're higher than the mochas.
I don't like them. Yeah, I don't like them enough to pay over $300 for them, but I mean, to each their own.
Yeah, I mean, I remember like your average sneaker guy, he hit on him, and then like he immediately did an on video with them. And I just remember thinking like, yo, I love this dude. You know what I mean? He's like on feed videos, creasing up the toe box, you know what I mean? Some $3,500, $4,000 Travis Scott's, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, that was pretty cool. Yeah, he's the only person I know of. Even like the the bigger YouTubers like that got them paid. They paid resale for them.
Yeah. Harrison paid resale for a bunch of pairs, and
Yeah,
they're
he
like
got it.
giving a couple of pairs for like giveaway purposes, but like
Mhm.
he still like he paid resale for them. And Harrison is seeded into a lot of situations.
Yeah. I know Unbreakable paid resale from a SneakerCon, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, he paid resale for everything, like, but his pockets are fat.
Yeah,
His pockets are fat.
I don't care how much money I have. I don't think I would ever spend that much money on one shoe. You know what I mean?
I'm not. I ain't gonna say in front. If I hit the lotto,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna spend it.
maybe.
Yeah,
But
you
you
hit
can only
the
do that so
lotto.
many times, man, and then you be back to being broke. Like,
Yeah, you hit the lotto for millions. Oh, you wiping your cheeks with $100 bills. So I mean,
it really ain't that much, man.
like what?
Listen, they gonna have to shut the store down. I'm coming through. I'm spending racks.
Yeah, I mean, $1 million nowadays with inflation, that ain't nothing. Even without inflation, $1 million really isn't as much as you think.
Right.
It sounds like a lot.
Well, when I say million, I put an S on the end. Millions.
Yeah.
Millions.
Like I'd have to at least hit the lottery for like the $100 million range, $45 million.
You ever like hear about those people that like win the lottery for like crazy amounts of money and like they're all dead within a year? Like,
Yeah. I used to see stories like that too. I know that there was the old couple who won it back when it was in like the billions. You know, I think 4 people hit that one. I mean, they kept their old jobs, stayed in their same neighborhood and everything, and just became millionaires.
What state?
it seems like it's always West Virginia.
Something, I don't know.
And like the crazy thing about the lottery, okay, so the crazy thing about the lottery is beyond the taxes, the amount of taxes they take out, depending on, you know, how much you win, it's a better option to take them in deposits, depending on your age.
Right. And then you could have money essentially forever.
Right.
But people don't do that.
They want that lump sum.
It's crazy because you have to pay them to keep your name secret. Like they take an additional cut to not mention your name.
And
I would
that
pay
should
it.
be a law.
I would pay it. Man, you know how, man, people be coming out the woodwork. People you ain't talked to since elementary school, gonna be like, you know what I mean? Hey, what's up, my man? Remember me? You know what I mean? Then everybody got a business plan. Everybody, you know what I mean? Even your family members, like, you know, everybody. I mean, which I'm not saying you shouldn't take care of your family, but like that would get. I mean, I would imagine that would be overwhelming because people who come after you for money, even if you give them the money, they're just gonna keep coming back for money. You know what I mean? So then essentially, like that's your whole life now. You know what I mean? And then like, you know, people want to be your friend or, you know, date you or whatever because you got a lot of money and stuff like that. You don't know what's real. Like that's why every celebrity is crazy.
If I ever hit the lottery, wouldn't anybody know? Because I would continuously take the money over my years. I would pay for them to keep my name secret, even though I'd be pissed off about that. I'd still pay it.
Yeah, I don't get the point of paying to keep your name a secret. If I ask for it to be a secret, leave it a secret.
Right. I don't either, but I mean, you know, that's how it is. Like the government is greedy. They want their money. They're like, okay, I mean, I'm glad you won your money, but I don't get none of it. So, you know, if you don't pay me, I'm telling. It's like the little kid, on the playground. You open up a bag of your chips and they say, "Ooh, I'm telling," and you be like, "Please don't tell." And they be like, "Give me some," and I won't tell.
I remember the day having little brothers.
Got 11 minutes to the Particle Grays and the Nike Dunk High Pandas drop. Nike Dunk High Pandas are releasing on Nike app, and Particle Grays are dropping on the Nike Sneakers app. Did you catch any of the stock numbers that I dropped earlier?
No, I had literally woke up.
They Particle Grays on the Sneakers app, 39,000 pairs. And the men's Nike Panda Highs
Look, he got real serious. He was chewing on he was snacking, and he heard the numbers.
39,000 pairs.
39,000 pairs.
Bro, a shoe like that would easily have over 100,000.
Yep, 39,000. Yep. Now, I mean, I'm going for him. I'm gonna try to get him, but there's only 2,000 pairs in my size, so.
Wow. I don't know what's going on. Cause the Chili Reds had over 100,000 sneakers, if I'm not mistaken.
Even if you don't hit on sneakers, I strongly believe you'll be able to walk into whatever store released them and at least get one pair.
The only retailer I know that got them is Hibbett.
What's your thoughts on the Jordan Mason Chateau Rouge, cop or pass?
Pass.
Pass. It's a nice colorway, but I just don't care.
The old me would have been like a crack thing. You know, I would have been like, I gotta get it. Me being more selective, I can easily pass on it. It's a good shoe though. I mean, it's a good colorway for it too. But I can pass on it. I can pass.
Yeah, I don't need them. I don't really like the 2s that much anyways. Like, I'm not even gonna cap and act like I do. I'm not a fan of them. Some of the 2 lows I kind of like the off-whites. I tried to get those because I thought that those looked good. But like I really wasn't even mad about the L because I didn't.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, but I'm not the biggest fan of them, and
it's definitely one of those situations where like, if you like it and you see it, you'll go for it. But if you don't get it, you'll be all right.
Man, I didn't even put my hat in the ring for the Armani tools.
HHSB crew, yo, didn't know you were still trying to adjust to this time zone switch. What's going on with you, man? How you doing?
What up? HHSB fan was good.
Absolutely. I hit on the barbershop dunks on in a live with HHSB.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Which pair did you get?
The tan pair.
Both pairs are not bad.
They had a high stock of the leather pair because they had the leather pair in a full size run, like the black leather pairs. Yeah. They even had the toddler size, and I think the toddlers are still sitting on Nike's out. But yeah, I went and got the gray pair for sure. And crazy, it was an instant dub. It was like entered once the countdown was over. Congratulations! I was like, oh snap.
Only 2 I copped was the Almama Year 2s. Yeah, I mean, honestly, out of all the collaborations, I think that one was the best one. Just as far as just the way it looked. I really wasn't even mad about the L on there. It's something that like I would like to have because like in my mind I want to collect all the Almama Years because I know they're just gonna keep dropping them in different silhouettes. You know, the whole Jordan line. And so that would have been something that like I would have liked to have gotten, but like I said, I mean, the 2 is just not. I mean, even Michael Jordan didn't like the 2. You know, he was gonna leave Nike over the Jordan 2. You know what I mean? And if it wasn't for Tinker Hatfield, you know, coming in and starting to take over designing the sneakers, where was he gonna go? Reebok or was it Adidas? I forget which one it was, but he was gonna leave Nike. And then the 2 pretty much died out. I mean, nobody was talking about 2s this year with the collaboration. And a lot of them have tanked in price. Like the Unions, they're not going for nothing.
Right.
Yeah. What other
Armani? I saw that the other day. They tanked like crazy.
But yeah, I don't know. Isn't there a J Balvin one coming out too?
Yeah. The only reason I would want that one is they look all right on feet. Like J Balvin dropped a video of them on his feet. They look better on feet than they do as a silhouette. But the only reason I would go for them is because there's a button on the tongue and the tongue lights up. The tongue emblem lights up. So I was like, I'm like a kid for gimmicks. I'm like, oh snap! Like,
it's funny how we all resort back to our childhood. Like if they make something glow in the dark, I'm like,
yeah, because the outsole glows in the dark, and you hit the button behind the tongue, and
Take my money.
The Wings logo lights up, and I was like, huh? Before I was like, man, that's an ugly shoe. Why is it so puffy? And then they hit the light on the tongue, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Hey, you remember those Reeboks from back in the day, the basketball on the tongue, and you had to pump them up? You know what I mean?
The D Brown, I think that's what it's called.
Those were heat. Those were heat back in the day, man.
And then now you got pumps that don't pump. So
yeah.
I mean, you know.
What was the other shoe that was hot in the 90s? British Knights.
Yes.
Remember them?
BKs.
BKs. They're still around. I forget what retailer I was shopping on their website, and they had British Knights.
I think, you know what? I think the sneaker community reaching back for vintage shoes brought BK back because, like in the early 2000s, you couldn't get a pair of BKs. You couldn't. But what was it?
Right. I got air going. Is it too loud on the stream?
Can't even hear the air. You in Georgia, man? It's burning out here. I think it's already like 80-something degrees.
Listen. Yeah, bro. Listen, I'm sitting here in the heat, bro. The scene is beaming straight on me.
I'm in the house and I can hear.
My phone gave a notification.
Like I'm in the house in an apartment and I can hear the cicadas going. That's how hot it is. Like
it was like ridiculously hot here. Then we had like a little cold front.
Right.
For like a day or two where it was like 45 degrees. And then today it's supposed to go back up to Satan level heat.
That's crazy. I mean?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But I don't know, man. I'll go in the pool or I won't go in the pool. I'll probably just sit in the air conditioning.
At this temperature, the pool is no longer the pool, it's the jacuzzi. It's the big jacuzzi in the back.
You know, I bought this house when I was really young and it came with the pool, and I hate the pool. Like, I won't go in it or nothing. Like, I've been in it like 4 times in like 15 years. And, but my girl and her friends, like, they be over here in the pool and stuff like that. And it's funny because, like, she'll invite like some of her friends from like the suburbs out, and then like she'll hear gunshots, and she'll be like, "Was that a gunshot?" And I'm like, "No, that was a firework. It was a firework." It was definitely a gunshot.
Yeah. Oh man, that is insane. Like
what happened to Demetrius? Did he fall off?
I think so, man. He up in the he up in no man's land somewhere in Georgia, and I think that reception might have dropped.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like happened.
Oh yeah, ACS.
ACS in here. What up?
Down there. Aiden.
We dying in here. Pittsburgh been ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah. That's the way it is. Pittsburgh is extremes. So like our winters are cold and then our summers are hot. You know what I mean? So
yeah. But like if you work outside, bless you.
Yeah.
Because it like summertime, and I don't know, for whatever reason, like Satan decided to sit his cheeks even closer to the world.
2 minutes to drop time. Yeah,
it's hotter this year than it was last year and the years before.
What's up, Joe? Hey, James. What's going on? Hey, guys. For all you guys in here, make sure you go sub up to my man Homegrown Kicks and Vlogging with Demetrius, who I don't know what happened to this. I guess he lost internet connection. He's actually on the road. He's a truck driver, but definitely go check him out too. Trying to get him up to 1,000 subscribers. I think he's at like 670 or something like that. But yeah, go check out Vlogging with Demetrius, and definitely my man right here, Homegrown Kicks.
Man, this hat is driving me. I'm sorry, y'all, man. I know y'all see me keep playing with this hat, but the way I'm looking at it, it feels like my hat is like this. It feels like it's like extremely crooked. So I don't know. And if my hat is crooked and nobody in the chat said anything to me,
I think it looks fine, man.
I'm mad. I'm going to be mad at everybody in the chat if y'all didn't spam the chat and say, your hat is crooked. What's going on? I mean, I know I have an excuse because it's early in the morning. Y'all see I didn't put on my beauty face either. I look better than this when I'm prepared, I swear. But you know, that's what I've been doing the whole time. I've been looking at it.
Demetrius, phone shut down because of overheating. Man, I
Oh,
told you to stop messing with them Androids.
Yeah. You know
All
what?
right,
My phone has never, I've never heard like, the only time I think my phone has ever said it's overheating was because I had like a crap ton of applications running in the background. I had my phone on the charger and I was trying to talk on it at the same time. And it was, for whatever reason, it was like, oh yeah, you think I'm playing? Uh-oh.
Got into the draw for the particle grade 9. So,
and
see what happens in 10 minutes. Good luck, everyone.
In the freezer. And 5 minutes in the freezer, and it did good. And it was back to the same old.
Yeah. My phone overheats sometimes if I leave it in the sun.
Yeah.
But I don't ever do that. So,
yeah.
But you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, iPhone will warn you. It'll be like, hey, get me out of the sun. Like, it'll tell you.
Okay, so crazy story. This phone I'm using now was not the phone that overheated. I think it was like a Galaxy 10 that overheated. Yeah. This phone is an Ultra 22 or 20, 21, whatever number it is. It's one of those.
Mm-hmm.
I went out with some friends one night and got like wasted. And on the way home, I sat my phone on my friend's armrest because they were driving us home. And I had my drink in the cup holder because it was like an event where it was like all you can drink for $20. So I was like, good, cool. And I actually was able to leave the event with my drink. It was a full drink. Mm-hmm. And it was an 8-minute ride from the place to the house. In those 60 seconds, I was able to go to sleep. That's how wasted I was. I was able to, and it wasn't black. I didn't black out. I just closed my eyes and slowly nodded off. I woke up as soon as we pulled into the house, and I was like, "Where's my phone? Where's my phone?" And everybody in the car was like, "I don't know." And I'm like, "How could you not know where my phone was? It was literally sitting on the armrest, on the charger." I looked down at my drink, and my phone is submerged in my drink. And it still works to this day. So, I mean, that was like maybe like a year and a half ago. So,
hey, can't be mad at it. There's some people try to do like the rice thing, like they'll drop it in the toilet.
Yeah, didn't have to do any of
that. They'll do all that. Well, like a lot of the phones that have come out, they're all like, I don't know if they're waterproof. I forget what they call it. They're not waterproof. They're water resistant, I think is the what they say. Up to like a certain 50 meters or 100 meters or something like that. So yeah. Back in the day though, like when you had the Nokia joint or the
what happened? It was done.
Razor, that phone was done for.
It was done. I think my phone had to have been in that drink. It's got like the Samsungs have Gorilla Glass on it. So like my phone had to have been in that drink for the entire 8 minutes.
What up, Wise Soul?
My phone was just as drunk as I was. So I mean, it did say, the charging port has to dry, but other than that, like it was good. It was good.
Yeah, I never had I had my phone stolen one time at a club, but
dang.
Yeah. But when you're drinking, like you set it down on the table.
It doesn't matter. Right.
You're not paying no attention. But like it's funny, like people like I don't even know why they steal phones because like you can't use it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. Like it's a brick. Like if you steal a phone, like there's so much technology on it now, you can just shut it off. And then if you don't have the password, you can't get into it. Maybe there's a way. I don't know. Like I'm not a criminal, but
now my phone. If somebody stole my phone, it would be easy for them because I don't put a password on my phone. I'm like, I don't feel like typing all that crap.
You must not have a girl.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. But you know what? Like anytime I've never had a password on my phone ever, and I always tell the people that I date, I always tell them like the situations that I have with other women. I'm like, that's a friend from years ago. I knew him before I knew you, and if you don't like it, you can go. And I'm like, and this is the type of conversations we have. So I've never had to put a lock on my phone. So I'm like, if you want to look at it, go ahead. I'm pretty sure if you want to find something that's gonna make you mad, you're gonna
find it. No matter what, you're gonna find it.
Whatever.
Yeah. Like, you know, like me and my girl, like I don't. She knows my password. You know what I mean? Like I got nothing to hide. You know what I mean? If you want to check it out, cool. You know what I mean? You don't. I mean, but she doesn't. You know what I mean? But I just have a password on my phone so other people can't get into it. You know, you got your credit card information on there.
I mean, that's the purpose of it. It's not to keep your girlfriend from saying the stuff you do. It's just to keep a password.
The old me, yeah.
Right.
The old me for sure needed a couple passwords.
Like,
when it started coming out with like the fingerprint and like all that stuff, I was like, my man, you know what I mean?
It's like, sweetie, don't watch this live because you're gonna have questions afterwards. But
Demetrius said, "What's good? Wow, so congratulations on the Warriors W for facts, man. Congratulations to the Warriors. That was a good series. I knew they was gonna pull it out in 6. Steph Curry, man. Steph Curry.
Yeah, he did his thing. Like, if they needed Steph Curry the most, you know, he definitely came through.
Let's see. Why so? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. VD. That sounds terrible. VD. What? Yeah. This just sounds horrible.
Bro, y'all know if the gray part on these is suede? My girl was asking before we.
It is nubuck.
Nubuck, yep.
And the upper is like a kind of nylonish material.
Yeah, their nubuck is nice. I mean, obviously, when I say nice, I mean nice for Nike.
Right.
You know what I mean? Was it KB? KB was in here. Man, hold on a second. He's had so much. He'll message me and stuff, and he's gotten so many bad pairs of like good sneakers too. Like his military floors, I think, were messed up. KB, if you're in here, man, like hit the chat. Let us know what sneakers you got that were messed up. But it was like 3 or 4 in a row. Like he hit on them, and then like I think, you know what I mean, they all had like major like quality control issues.
Right.
And I mean that stuff. I mean, we all learn to accept it and stuff like that, and we all do. Yo, why soul with the $5 dono?
No.
Appreciate you, man. You're the first person ever to donate to my YouTube channel, man. Thank you so much. Wise Soul. Definitely guys, go check out Wise Soul. When he puts out content, it's not often, but when he puts it out, it's really well done.
Right.
Definitely go check him out for sure. And thank you for the $5 dono, man. Appreciate that. What was I talking about? The quality control. Control. Like we all learn to like kind of just like deal with it and accept it. And you know, I don't know, man. It seems like it's getting worse. You know what I mean? I've been lucky. My military 4s were pretty much perfect. You know, I mean, other people not so much. One thing we do have to keep in mind is like each sneaker is handmade pretty much by a human being, and people that are quality checking these is also a human being, and mistakes get through, mistakes happen and stuff like that. But like when you pay $200 for a sneaker,
right,
you know what I mean? Like, and then, you know, it sucks, you know, and then like you can't even send it back to Nike because they don't got no more, supposedly.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the best that they could do is just give you your money back. You know what I mean? And it sucks because then you don't have that sneaker that you really, really wanted. And, you know, I've seen people like their Air Max 1 Travis Scotts had big glue stains all over the entire, you know, front toe box. It wasn't even like something that you could just kind of gloss over because it was just so like right up front. But
like one of my guys, he picked up the Heritage of Jordan 1s. And I know a lot of people might be like, okay, well, whatever, because it's the Heritage. But he hadn't been able to hit on a pair of shoes in so long. He was so excited because it was a colorway that he actually liked. And when he got his pair in, the quality control on them were so terrible. At first, I thought he was just like nitpicking because he looked at the shoe and he was like, it's got a scratch on the side, and the scratch was like no bigger than like just a small piece of your pinky nail.
Mm-hmm.
But then he looked at it. There was like a red dot on the toe cap. I'm like, come on, you're being a baby. And then he looked at it again, and he was like, there's a glue stain right here too. But it wasn't until he compared the left shoe to the right shoe. He was like, look at this. This one looks so much fatter than the other. And I figured out what the problem was. Somebody misaligned the upper with the midsole, and then they put so much pressure on the shoe that the shoe was further in the midsole than the other one. So one was literally spread out more and was shorter than the other.
I'm like,
mad. That's terrible.
I'd be mad.
And I told him,
I can imagine. And then he's probably even more mad. We're like, man, quit being a baby.
Right. I'm like, that is terrible. But I'm like, the thing about it is you can actually go to the store and exchange them for another pair because they're sitting. But the thing was like, he was like, I'm not going to do it because I still like the shoe. I was like, what is the rationale in that? Like, you're so bothered by that shoe that you went and played Inspector Gadget, but you won't drive to the store to fix your aggravation.
Right.
When you can. I'm like, come on.
So KB said it was the Dark Mocha 3s, the Military 4s, and the Infrared 4s all had really bad quality control. Plus, he had some packages stolen too from because he hit me up about that too before I made that video. So he was telling me about how he was getting sneakers stolen from the carriers. And he's shout out to KB420. He's from Pittsburgh. He actually found my channel on his own. I don't know him or anything, but like personally, but he supports the channel, man. So shout out to you. I appreciate he shows up to every video, man. I really, really do appreciate that, man. Sorry that your quality control on them sneakers was so bad.
Dark Mocha 3s, that's the Neapolitans, right?
Yeah, those are those women joints. Yeah.
Yeah, those are women's releases. They're guaranteed to be trash. Like it's a rarity for them to be good.
We got another donation. Shout out to Edgar for the $5 donation, man. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate all the support you guys have always been showing the channel. It's just as far as the views, the likes, showing up to the live stream today. This is like basically my first live stream. I did one other one like 2 years ago, a little small thing for the Jubilees, but I didn't really know what I was doing or anything back then, but I'm really trying to do more live content, just to interact with the people that, show up. Can actually talk to them like a normal person instead of just in comments 2 hours later or whatever. Right. I don't know about you, but I try to comment back to every single person that leaves me a comment. I know a lot of YouTubers don't do that, but I've always felt like if people took the time out to say something to me, I want to respond. I know I don't get to every single one, because across 300 videos on my channel, like stuff gets lost in the mix, and I'll go back to it, and then I'll see like, oh, somebody commented 2 weeks ago, and like I'll still comment back if I see it, but
that just means you need a moderator for that.
But I really do try to interact with everybody and respond to everyone.
Because something like that is easier for me on YouTube than it is on Instagram because I've got like 300 subs on YouTube. So like I absolutely respond to every single person that comments on the video, and I will have an open dialogue with them on YouTube as well. And I know that's not common at all, but I do it when I catch it. Like, and YouTube is not the best at notifying people when there's comments going on, but like when I catch them, we talk all damn day. IG, I've got like 600 followers so far, six something, and I'll comment with them too. Yo,
got him!
Congratulations, you were one of the lucky 2,000
people. That's dope.
That is, that'll make you feel good, man. After looking at the numbers and getting the dub, that'll definitely make you feel good.
Hey, but listen, I was going for him regardless.
Right.
Before I even got the stock numbers, I said I was going for him.
Right. A slash in the two box.
KB, you're the GOAT. Appreciate you, man.
GOAT.
Edgar, who did do the $5 dono, but there was no comment there. I guess this was his comment. Keep doing your thing, bro. Copped on sneakers, size 11. Congratulations, my guy. It's nice to see some W's in the chat for sure.
Right.
KB, I did hit, man. I got a W on the particle grade 9s.
It's. I mean, like, you know what? When anytime somebody says, "Did you hit?" It reminds me of the conversations that like we had. Younger when you tried to get a baddie and you like, man, hey man, did you hit last night?
Hey, I seen you was at that party with Stephanie. Did you hit, man?
Right.
And then you get all bashful, your face turn all red. Yeah.
Right.
No, like no matter what you did, like, you know. Whether you did or didn't, because you know. Demetrius with the fire emojis, appreciate you. KB with the fire emojis, appreciate you.
Firebugs in the
Anybody
house.
here go for the Panda Dunk highs? Because there was a million of them on Nike app.
Oh, I think we all forgot about.
I think everybody's going them.
It's for the 9s.
I think everybody. Yo, I can't believe I got them 9s though. When I saw the numbers, I was like, 2,000 pairs. Nah, I ain't getting. I actually feel pretty good about it, bro. They did not drop hardly anywhere. I know of Hibbett and Sneakers app. That's the only place I know that have them. Maybe some retailers will get restocks or whatever, but I mean, 2,000 people. I mean, 2,000 pairs. I mean, that was dope.
It could be like, I don't even know the word for it, foolish optimism. But seeing you hit on a pair of 9s when there's only 2,000, there was only 2,000 pairs, you know, puts a smile on my face for the Chicago ones. But I'm pretty sure that's like foolish optimism.
Bruh, every single pair of them Chicago reimagined ones they're all going to be backdoored except for what's on the Sneakers app.
Right.
The only real chance you're going to have at those. I don't really see like Foot Locker and them getting it. I think it's going to be probably the way they did those Rebellioners, where like it was like the boutiques, the smaller shops, they're going to get them and they'll do raffles for them.
Right. I mean, I think Tier 0 stores in my city.
Trophy Room will have them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know, it'll be places like that that will be dropping them. So basically, all those will be backdoored. The only chance I think you're going to have at retail is through the Sneakers app. And even though, you know, we take a lot of L's on the Sneakers app, at least to have a chance, that's cool. Because like you enter in these raffles at these sneaker stores you never heard of or whatever, and even the ones that you do hear of, like Trophy Room, you know, places like that, they're just going to be backdoored. The resale on them is going to be too high. There's just no way that they're going to be available for, you know, everyday people when, you know, instead of selling it to you for $200, you know what I mean, they can get $1,000 for it or something like that. You know what I mean? So that's not going to be obtainable. If that's a sneaker, guys, if that's a sneaker that you really, really, really got to have in your collection, if you don't have the 2015 version or whatever, and you absolutely have to get that, my best advice to you is to sell sneakers that you already have in your collection you don't need, that are, you know, you might even have double ups on or something like that. Start preparing now, because you will have to come out of pocket for that. Like, same thing with the Travis Scotts. They're not going to be obtainable. You can get lucky on the Sneakers app. But, I mean, just as far as, you know, thinking you're going to get a raffle W at these places, it's not going to happen. And if it does, I mean, it's going to be super, super rare. So, let's see. Jackson got the W. Congratulations, my guy. Congratulations.
Oh, that's a dog.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Vlogging with Dimitri. Post your W's on IG and tag me. For sure. Tag me on IG on your W's. You know what I mean? I like to see W's in the chat. That's nice. Let's see. KB. I need to change my username. I stopped smoking last month after 15 years every day. I moved on. So glad I did. Now I got even more money for coffee kicks.
Hey, congratulations on stop smoking.
Hey, man, for facts, man. That's a big move. Yeah, you'll be able to buy more kicks. At least that money is going to something like tangible, something you could touch. You know what I mean? And you know, you could wear, you know, in the future, sell if you need to, or you know what I mean.
People looked at smoking is literally taking your money and burning it. Like, I think people would have a different outlook on it. I know so many people that smoke and they say, man, I ain't got no money to pay my light bill.
Yeah.
And I'm like, excuse me, you're smoking your light bill. What are you doing?
Yeah.
So
I smoked for a long time, and then I'm a smoker when I drink. Like, I heavy. Like, you know what I mean? I'll be in the club. You know, it's just like one of those things. Like, you feel like you know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, man. Like, they're expensive, bro. Like, they're like $11 a pack or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, shout out to KB420 on quitting smoking, man. I know that that's tough. You got some W's in the chat on them 9s though, man. Even though there wasn't that many pairs.
Man, that's crazy.
You know, another thing too about that sneakers app that like I always kind of wondered about, like, you know, like they do the draw for them.
Right.
Like, no matter what, like they'll do the draw and it's like it appears like they sell out when you know damn well some of these sneakers they didn't sell out. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then I guess those pairs go to Foot Locker.
That's how Adidas does it. Somebody, I don't know if it was because I was doing a return or what, but somebody in the store told me at Foot Locker, it was like back when Yeezys used to like drop in Foot Locker in store. Somebody told me that if they didn't sell the pairs, because I was like, oh man, 350 sitting, and he was like, no, they don't sit. He was like, the pairs that we don't sell within a week's time, we have to send them back to Adidas so that it looks like they sold out.
Okay.
I was like, they only give you a week? And he was like, yeah, they only give us a week to sell them. If we don't sell them in a week, we got to send them back. We got to ship them back because they want it to look like they sold out. I was like, wow, okay.
Vlogging with Demetrius, smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Support is free. Facts. Guys, hit that like button if you haven't. I know most of you probably have, but you know, appreciate it. Also, Vlogging with Demetrius, definitely go sub up to him. My man Homegrown right here has been with us, rocking with us all morning, getting these W's with us.
Hit that notification bell as well so that you can be notified.
No, that's another thing. YouTube don't be sending out notifications.
Right.
Like, people will sub up, you know.
Thomas,
what's up, my guy? Yo, just want to stop by and show love. But people be like, man, like, I just saw your video on XYZ. I didn't even know you dropped a video on that because I didn't get the notification. And I'm like, yeah, I guess it's, you know, YouTube is not a perfect platform. YouTube is a very hard platform.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I know, like, I'm a smaller channel, you know, I'm 10 subscribers away from 4,500, I think.
Wow.
And just the fact that I was able to get this far, you know what I mean? Like, I'm astonished. And once again, it's, you know, because you guys in the chat that show up to every time I drop a video, you know.
Right.
I really appreciate that.
To be honest, like, it's been said a lot to the point where it's almost cliche, but it's true. Regardless of how many videos you have, if nobody is watching, your video, your content is not going to be put out there so that you can grow. Right. Like, a lot of people that don't do YouTube videos just really don't understand how much work it is to just, you know, even get YouTube to recognize the fact that you're doing a video. So, like, you all in the chat, the people that watch are really the backbone for every content creator. It's not just something that they're just saying to fill their pockets. It's some real stuff.
Like, it's real too, because like there's times I make a lot of videos. I make a ton of I try to make a lot of content. There's times that, like, I'll come in here and I'm just not feeling it for some reason. Like, I'm just tired. Like, I was at work all day. I'm tired. And then, you know, one of you guys will comment on my video and tell me, like, thank you for the information. Thank you for this, whatever. And that gives me like, I perk up and I'm like, all right. So you guys don't really know how much, like, you really do, like, affect a content creator's mind, mood, You know what I mean? Because like I'll be like, you know what, I could do this video tomorrow when I might not be so tired. And then, you know, you guys will comment something. You'll give me motivation. I'll go downstairs. I'll make a cup of coffee. I will slap myself in the face. You know what I'm saying? Get myself ready to go. And then, you know what I mean? Then I'm making that video. So like for real, guys, like, thank you so much. Like, I really do appreciate it. Like, I know, and that's how I end all my videos with, thank you for stopping over here again and checking out another video. You know, I mean that.
That, to be honest, is why I'm extremely active on Instagram compared to like YouTube. Like,
I noticed that you always live on Instagram.
Yeah. I will drop a video. Maybe I try, man. Like, I wanted to go for every day, but like the results weren't there, and I do it because I like it. But like the amount of time you put in it, when like the results aren't exactly reasonable for you, because I understand like how everything works as far as like the numbers game, but when it's not there, you know, you get kind of frustrated, and it's like, well, you know, I'll start doing it when I feel like doing it,
right?
Which is why like I try to drop a video, at least one video a week, depending on what I have, and having access to some of the stuff is also another part of that game. So, you know, sometimes if I don't drop a video, it's not because I don't want to. It's just because I don't have the shoot to drop a video about. But when you don't get like engagement or somebody commenting or being able to have a dialogue with somebody, it's just like, okay, it's just another video after a while. It's just another video.
Yeah.
But when somebody gives you dialogue, like you said, it will literally brighten you up.
Right.
And say, okay, like somebody liked it enough to respond. Even if somebody gets in that comment section and goes, you know what, I ain't like that video, I'll get in the comments and I'll say, well, what about the video you didn't like? So that, you know, I can probably, you know, try to implement something different into, you know, what I do. And, you know, maybe not 100% try to make you happy, but, you know, give you something that you want to see.
Maybe you take a little bit of constructive criticism. You got to be careful with some of that though, because some people just want to troll.
Yeah. Some people,
but you know what I always do, man. Like if somebody's trolling me, which it honestly it doesn't happen very often on my channel. It doesn't. But the few times that it does, I hit it with the little heart emoji thing, and then I thank him for watching.
Right. Yeah.
So even if they're talking mad, you know what I mean? I'm like, thank you for watching, you know, and then that's it. Like, I'm not going to argue with somebody about, because, you know, when I first started this, dude, I was getting no views, you know what I mean? And it did, like, you know, at first, like, not that it like made me mad, because like no one knows me. There's no reason why you should click on my video. You don't know who I am. I get that. So I just started making content, whatever, like I thought that I would want to see. And if people watched it, cool. If they didn't, cool. But still to this day, I will make a video on my channel that I know probably won't get views just because I want to make it.
Right.
And I think that probably keeps me smaller, you know what I mean? In some ways, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like if I feel something about something and I just want to make it like just as like an artistic kind of thing, or even something that I want to say, I'll make it. I don't care if it gets 50 views, which I mean, most of my videos do well, but like I said, I mean, like, and that's the beautiful thing about being a creator. You know, you could do whatever you want, and people that support you and, you know, want to see that or want to hear what you have to say, you know, will show up to watch your video, to respond. Maybe they're feeling the same type of way. You know what I mean? Because a lot of YouTube people just make the same video. You know, everybody's reviewing the same shoes, everybody's talking about the same thing, everybody's going live for the same drops. The things that keep you or separate you from other people is your own personality. You know what I mean? So people show up for you. You know what I mean? Like they want to know about the information, you know what I mean? But what they choose to click on, because they could click on anything. You know what I mean? So, but you guys have been awesome. So real quick, Timeless Sneakers and Watches, definitely go check him out too. I like what he does, because he does different stuff with sneakers, and he does watches and stuff like that, which if you're in the, you know, decent watches and stuff, definitely go check him out. He said, I stopped by Finish Line yesterday. They had the Jordan 1 Heritage, the 350 White Bones, and the Green Beans. I was tripping out. Green Beans bricked. The Jordan 1 Heritage, they were basically giving them away like a hefty discount. Homegrown got a pair for $130. I overpaid for mine at $200 to get them like 45 days early. But even getting an early sneaker for $200, that was a steal in my opinion.
Right.
Because I actually like the sneaker. It's not something that you absolutely have to have, it's a red and white sneaker, but I do like them. You know what I mean?
It is a great starter sneaker.
Yeah.
It is like, this is the time for people who are getting back into like sneaker collecting or are just starting to get into sneaker collecting, because the Heritage One, like you said, they're giving them away like Ziploc bags with the cheap cookies in them.
Right.
Green beans, they bricked, but that was kind of expected, because they didn't even do good back in the day when they released.
They didn't do good, and like I don't know. I feel like people don't like the 5s really at like scale. And I don't like 5s either. I think they look weird on my feet. I feel like I got like 2 boxes on my feet. There's some 5s that I like, and there's some that I have. You know what I mean? But like overall, like when a 5 comes out, I'm not like, yay,
Right. And then I've seen 72 and 10 lows still in the store. I've seen like some of the Navy 13s that drop still in stores. I've seen Navy 6s in stores. I've seen white Oreo 6s. I've seen like maybe some 4s and kids sizes. Like I've seen a lot of shoes sitting. So like if you're just getting into collecting, or if you want to get back into it, like, hey, this is your time.
Facts. Vlogging with Demetrius, that's why people who watch has to interact, like the video, share it on your social media. Yeah, I mean, anything helps. Obviously, when you're a smaller creator on YouTube, and YouTube is a tough platform. Like it's funny, like you'll see like people, you'll see new content creators pop up, and then you'll see them disappear because it's tough. You know what I mean? But yeah, anything you guys do to like the videos, the algorithm likes it when you like the videos. I don't even ask people to like the videos. I should, but I don't, because I feel like it takes, you know what I mean? It's like the YouTuber thing. Hit the like button, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. You know what I mean? Like, and like, I used to do that when I started out because I thought that was the way you grow. But now I'm just like, you know what? If someone's taking the time to watch the video, I'm gonna make this video as quick and as have as much value as I can. If you like the video, thank you, and I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Most people just ghost watch. They just ghost watch just to see what you know what I mean. They don't ever say anything, and that's fine. You know what I mean? Like that. There's nothing wrong with that.
That is the attitude of a lot of viewers. It's like for every 1,000 viewers, you will probably only get 10% of them to actually hit a like button or actually
yeah.
So like for 1,000 people that watch your video, if only 10 people hit the like button, or if only 5 to 10 people comment, like you've done great.
Yeah. Butcher and Kicks, what's going on? Chat and James from the Butcher. What's up, my guy? How are you doing? Guys, if you go check out Butcher and Kicks 84 is another content creator that stops by the channel, supports. Appreciate you, my guy.
Sure. Are you cutting shoes in half too?
We got another donation. KB420. Thank you for all you do, James. Can't thank you enough. Keep it up, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate all the support, man. You guys always show me, especially you, man. Appreciate it.
And that kind of love motivates you. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
That's why, like you said, I am so active on Instagram, because like for whatever reason, Instagram is easier for me to reach people than YouTube.
Right.
And it's easier for people to see me be myself. Like I don't know, like on YouTube, like a lot of people, I don't know. I mean, that's weird. I don't know, but I also know it's a flood of content creators in the genre of what I do. And you factor everything in, a flood of content creators, you might find a content creator that you like, and because they're not getting the results that they want, they don't stick around very long. Like I can understand all of that. So you get kind of tired.
You don't realize how hard it is. I mean, and not just YouTube being a hard platform, but like making content is difficult.
Yeah.
You know, making videos, editing videos, making a thumbnail, doing all the metadata, like putting the tags in and like all that. Then you got to wait for the video to upload. Then you got to wait for it to render in 4K before you drop it, or it will look terrible. There's so much that goes into it that I don't think people realize when they start, you know what I mean? And that's why,
I think keep the videos short. Like I try to keep them under 10 minutes or 10 minutes, not because of, you know, the YouTube algorithms, but because like I honestly feel anything past like 10 minutes reasonably, nobody's really gonna pay attention to it. So it takes me about an hour to edit a 10-minute video. Even with simple like add-ons and cuts like that, it takes me about an hour.
Stuff you do is dope, and it looks pretty intricate, like when you do the newsroom thing. And
that took me about 45 minutes. I probably could like streamline a lot of stuff, and I think that news thing only took me 45 minutes because it was like the first time I had ever done it.
Right.
But like the actual videos take me about an hour, maybe 2 hours, because I've got to do the cuts, I've got to add in the edits, I've got to add in the music, and then I've got to let it render. And once it renders, I've got to load it to YouTube, let it render on YouTube, add the end screen, the cards, the little spots where, you know, you tell each individual chapter, like YouTube.
I don't do the chapter thing.
And then you got to like put in the tags and all that. That takes forever. That takes forever.
You know what though? Those tags, honestly, like they don't really help anyways. Like back in the day, that was important.
Right.
Now it's really not. Like it's not as prevalent as it once was.
You
literally not do that. Your video will probably do the same. But doing it probably does help. You know what I mean?
Doing the tags, they don't help on YouTube anymore, but they help on other like platforms like Google or something else like that. And even it doesn't help because Google doesn't necessarily push a video like that. But then you got to factor in the thumbnails, like the time it takes to do a thumbnail.
I love making thumbnails.
Yeah.
I do. It's an extra step and it's time consuming. But like whenever I make a nice thumbnail and like one I'm proud of, I'm like,
you know it. You know
what I mean? You know, there's different ways. Like, did you see those ones I did for the Air Max Travis Scott ones? I had like UFOs in it and stuff. Do you see that one? Yeah, you should go check that out. It was dope.
I've got to see it. Yeah,
I had the moon in it. I was in space, and then I had a UFO flying.
You know, the bad, like, you should put like your thumbnails in like your community tab, because the bad thing about thumbnails on a video is if you got like your YouTube option set to like autoplay, when it's like in the little small screen, you don't get to see the thumbnail. You'll see the thumbnail for a fraction of a second, and then boom, the video will start playing. Because I used to put my thumbnails on IG, but I was like, it's taking up space. So
Angel hit size 10.5 on the 9s. Congratulations on the W. Congratulations.
Them things gonna look good. Like ugly Jordans always look good on women's feet.
I don't know.
Like what was an ugly shoe? With something that looks like Yeezys, like the Yeezy Retain, like the Yeezy Rats, like the 500s. They look terrible in large men's sizes, but like on women, they look great. Like I almost bought a pair one year because they looked good on a girl's feet.
I think it's just because women are beautiful creatures, and you know what I mean.
Right.
Like even like the little perfumes and stuff they wear. Like you'll walk past a girl and you're like, wow, you know what I mean? But like you would never wear that, you know what I mean? And if you smelled it, you'd be like, but like when it's on like a, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just have a way of just making things.
You know what? Like when I think about it over the years, like I've seen, and I don't know how or why, it just sounds weird saying it out loud, but I've seen like the bottoms of women's shoes and they don't ever really get dirty. And I'm like, you must float when you walk, because I'm like, there must be a level of protection between your feet and the ground, because your shoes, like women's shoes, never get dirty. They never really get creased, and it's mind blowing. I'm like, what are you doing?
Let's see what Joe got us. Joe said something. Here on a second. These collabs are definitely going to help expand the channel. Shout out to Joe, man. You show up all the time too, man. I appreciate you.
That must be my barbershop dunks here. I just got a notification that I got a package in the mail.
Go get them. Go get them. We'll unbox them.
I'm not ready. Man, it's a long walk, and I'm not ready for it.
Hey, they might be getting stolen as we speak, bro.
Nah, I got an electronic, like in my apartment complex. It's an electronic Amazon package thing.
Yeah.
So once they put them in that package thing, oh, they in there. I got to type in a code to get them out.
Demetrius, when I don't have content to make, I try to go live, because you don't need a certain subject to have people on the panel to feed off of. Yeah, I've been really enjoying like the whole doing live things. You know, I go live sometimes on Demetrius' channel and meet up with Homegrown and stuff like that. And I really like the conversations we have. It's just different perspectives, you know what I mean? Like I like things that they don't like. They like things that I like. We agree on a lot of things though, surprisingly. You know what I mean? Like I'll be like, that's trash. And you're already saying it's trash before I say it's trash. That's beautiful.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
right. Yeah, that's just me.
Well, yeah, we agree on a lot of things, you know what I mean? But you know, I don't ever like dog anybody for what they like, you know.
Oh, absolutely not.
You know what I mean? Like if somebody likes a certain sneaker, or they like certain colorways or whatever, you know what I mean? That speaks to that person.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, resale be damned. If you like it, buy it. You know what I mean? Like these nines, like they ain't going for much, but I like them. I bought them.
Now, me, I might haze somebody a little bit because it's just me, but you know, at the end of the day, I'll tell them, hey, I respect you for liking it, because if you weren't different, like this whole thing would be boring.
Yeah, everybody got their own style, and everybody got their own way of expressing themselves and stuff like that. And that's the cool thing about not just sneakers, but like just personalities of human beings in general, just to be able to, you know, go into, you know, different walks of life and different mindsets and different thoughts and stuff like that. So I really enjoy that aspect of it. You know, so when someone comments on one of my videos and is like, man, that's trash, I'm like, all right, that's cool, man. I like it. You know what I mean? It's going to look dope when I'm at Applebee's later. You know what I'm saying? But no, man, it is what it is. But I really been enjoying the live aspect of YouTube. I really to this morning I was like, I don't even know if people are going to show up, because I never did this before. You know what I mean? But yeah, people have been showing up, man. It's great. You know, I like doing it, and I like to do more of it. People pay attention. People's attention spans won't allow them to sit through a whole video anymore, which is why they put in shorts. Well, you know, the whole TikTok and the shorts and the Instagram reels and all that, that's definitely changed the game for sure. You know, people are definitely, it's quicker to make that content. It seems to be getting a lot more attention because typically that's like a 1 minute video or whatever. And the other thing is that people don't actually have to, click on your video. You know what I mean? Like they're scrolling and you know, it just pops up, you know what I mean? And you know, they don't make the decision to do that. So some of those numbers are a little bit inflated because people are watching them that didn't actually make the decision to watch, you know what I mean? But it's definitely changing the game for sure. I've seen a lot of people grow off of them too. You know what I mean? They make a 1 minute reel or a short on YouTube, you know what I mean? And they get 4,000, 5,000 subscribers, you know, new people, you know, discovering their long form content based off of the short that they have, which is, you know what I mean? It's pretty cool. I don't really get into the shorts myself. You know, I like to make like the longer form content, you know, 4, 5, 8 minutes. That's what I like to do. I like to, you know, be able to express myself for longer than a minute, and I don't want to feel trapped into that. Plus, I don't like the way it shows up on your channel. You know what I mean? It looks weird with your other videos, and that's probably the main reason why I don't do it. I know it's like a vain thing, but I like all my videos the way it looks right now. Butcher and Kicks, I agree. And also people who work on YouTube don't have too much time to watch each other's videos as much anymore. Yeah, for sure. Thumbnails is art for your channel, definitely. KB420 says he cleans his shoes after every wear. You know, I used to do that. I don't do it as much. Like if there's something on it, I will. I try to clean off the bottoms every time. Like if I pull out the Georgetown 3s the other day and I wore those out, and I was out all night with them. You know what I mean? And you go into some bathrooms and you don't know what's on the floor there. So try to clean that stuff off when I get home, so I'm not like dragging that around the house. So that's probably a good idea. Yep, looks like Homegrown Kicks might have froze out. But guys, like we've got a lot of W's in the chat today. Did anybody go after the Panda Dunks? I didn't see anybody go after those. Anybody at all get those? At 11 o'clock and 15 minutes on the Union website, they're dropping the Cortezes, Union Cortezes, and I don't know if you guys are interested in that. 15 minutes away from that. It's not a sneaker that I'd be particularly interested in, but thank you for the live, James. It's been great, bro. No pandas. Those pandas, man, like especially the lows, those have restocked so many times. I've tried for them every time that they come out. I've taken L's except for one time. And it was a really cool thing because I was at work and my boss, she wanted a pair of Dunks, and they were releasing. This was like a month or probably like 2 months ago now, but she wanted the Panda Dunks, and I was actually able to hit on the Nike app for the women's pair, and I got myself a men's pair. So I got the Dunk Low Pandas, but Nike, I swear, like they just want everybody in America to have a pair of Nike Dunk Low Pandas. You know what I mean? I'm hearing rumors that they're talking about restocking them again for the lows over like the next, I don't know, week or two. I don't know if that's really going to happen or not, but like it wouldn't surprise me because that shoe is just unbreakable. It doesn't matter how many times they restock. You know what I mean? People go after. I mean, I will probably try to get another pair if I'm able to hit on them, or you know what I mean? Are the Dunks still on the app? I don't know. We could check that out though. We could definitely check that out. Let's see if the Dunks are still on the app. There was 116,000 pairs. I posted the stock numbers earlier in the stream. There was a lot. Let's see. The men's pairs are sold out for the Pandas, and so is the women's pair. So, yeah, the Pandas sold out. There was what was the stock numbers on the women's? I think it was like 16,000. So basically, 130 some thousand pairs for the Pandas released this morning between men's and women's, and those all sold out. The particle gray 9s, those sold out. There was only 39,700 total pairs of those, and I was actually able to get a W, and a lot of you guys did too. So shout out to you guys for the W's. But bowling shoes. The Nike Dunk Low is the new Air Force One. Maybe. I know like a lot of OGs will still rock the all white or all black Air Force Ones. That'll probably always be a mainstay to them. Just, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, Dunks are definitely more popular right now. And those Pandas, maybe they will be the new Air Force One, especially if they just keep dropping them. We've seen them keep restocking pretty much like nonstop over a 2-year period, and that's like unheard of for Nike to restock a sneaker that many times, So I don't know. You can't even get Air Force Ones anymore. As soon as, I don't know if it's like people that customize sneakers, buying them up, I don't know if it's a resale. I don't know what it is, but like the moment like the plain Air Force Ones drop, like the white and the black joints, as soon as they drop, they're sold out. Like you can't even like get them like you used to. I don't know why that is. Butcher and Kicks 84. I hit on the dunks on the size 10. Size 10 had the most amount. There was a most amount was in size 10, I believe. Size 10 had 13,414 pairs in size 10. That was the most available in any size for the dunks, the Panda dunk highs. Homegrown's back. Homegrown's back.
Guess back at it, back? Bad habit, y'all. I have no idea.
Did you get your package?
No, I didn't. Man, I heard the cicadas screaming in the background from how hot it is outside, and I was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna do it." Hey, when I tell y'all, it's a long walk. Like I've done lives walking to the mailbox. It's a long walk, y'all, and it's as hot as it is. It's a long nighttime walk for me. But I have no idea what happened. Like, I really think that T-Mobile is fooling with me because I recently found out that I've been paying $50 extra over the last 2 years for a line that's supposed to be free. So they owe me some money. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they owe me some back money. So maybe I can take that back money and get me some Chicago ones.
So they have the $600.
Yeah, they owe me about seven. They owe me about seven something.
I have T-Mobile too. They like to do those statement credits, so you're probably only going to get the credits.
Right. They credited me they credited me $180 so far, so they owe me like $5 something left. But yeah, that's $700 I can save, and put that extra $7 towards something good.
Timeless Sneakers says, "I love the lows. They they can keep the highs. It only took the 45th restock to cop facts." Same with me. Yeah. Hey, Homegrown, can you hold the stream down for a second so I go to the bathroom?
Absolutely.
Appreciate you, man. Here, let's get you read some comments or something. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Keep killing it, James. I got to drop off and slave away to pay for these sneakers and watches. Hey, man. I'm pretty sure I can speak for James when I say thank you for coming through. Hey, you got to take care of the house first. Get your money, man. Get your money. Don't let the money get you, man. Enjoy your day. Be safe. And, we'll chit chat later. Let me see if I can actually get into these comments. See what y'all are talking about. But I'm going to ask y'all real quick. What is everybody looking forward to? What is everybody going for these next couple of weeks? Because I don't think it's anything really dropping, but I don't know everything. So with you, I'm growing and learning. Man, I'm trying to play on this iPhone and I have no idea how to work this iPhone. Okay, yeah, there it goes. There's the internet button right there. Don't be a dummy. Let me see. Okay. There we go. That's what I needed. There we go. That's what I needed. I'm telling y'all, I'm terrible with this iPhone, but and I can't see the comment section. That doesn't help me at all. So, Anywho, I can't see what you all are typing in the comment section. I'm trying to the best of my ability. Apparently, my abilities aren't good enough. Apparently, I'm suffering from, I don't know, but it ain't good. But before I fell off, I was telling y'all I'm extremely active on Instagram because I get more love on Instagram. Well, I just say I get more love, but I get more outreach. I'm able to reach more people on Instagram. And hey, James can attest to it. I'm on everybody's live on Instagram. I'm all over the freaking place.
Bruh, he was even on Tony D2 Wild's live on YouTube last night. My man makes his rounds. You know what I mean? He's the hardest working content live creator.
Right.
You know what I mean? He'd be live on Instagram, then live on somebody's YouTube, then back on Instagram.
Right.
That's why you don't have no time to make videos, my man. You like, you know what I mean?
I think, but like the videos is why I think I have time to do all that. Man, I try to balance it because I'll be live on YouTube or make a video for YouTube. I'll be live on Instagram and I'll be on like 2 or 3 people's lives on Instagram. Cause I think yesterday I was on 2 lives. I'll be on TikTok. I'll put a little something out on Twitter. All while maintaining a conversational relationship with my girlfriend and, keeping up with friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Butcher and Kick says, yeah, they're doing one more restock for the year. I'm assuming he's talking about the Panda Dunk Lows.
Nobody wants them anymore. Nobody wants them.
They still gonna sell out, bro. They're
gonna sell out.
116, I'm sorry, even with the women's purse, 132 Dunk High Pandas sold out this morning.
Right. Like, but I guess as long as there is a little bit of resale, they're gonna sell.
Yeah, because they still going for $250 average, and it's $100. So you're gonna make at least $100.
But it's like if you're gonna restock the Panda Dunks, why not restock these? These are basic too. This is basic.
Those are
9 size 10. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Matthew, on the W.
The Michigan State Dunks, I think I told you once before, I sold those for $370.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, like
that's crazy.
When I saw like the resale value for the Michigan State Dunks were never a thought in my mind. And going through the 14 sale, and I saw $370, I was like, oh hell, these are going.
Yeah.
There's a pair of Air Maxes. I did a review on those Air Maxes. I never thought in a million years that I would get the kind of response on them or that people actually wanted them. And I think I kept like there was no official name for those Air Maxes. So in my review, I called them the Air Max Compass because they have a compass on them. They're themed after like hiking because it's got like a clip on the front of them like you would find on a backpack, and the laces were like backpack type of laces. They're called the Air Max like Precision or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Far away from the name I gave them.
Right.
But I paid $110 retail. They're going for $370 resale. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me?
That's
I got over 1,000 views for that video.
Really?
Yeah.
1,000 views is good.
At 330 subscribers, I got over 1,000 views for that Air Max video.
And you know what, too? Even like probably like most people's thinking about that would like nobody would want to watch a video on that, but they
right.
That's why like I always feel like if I feel a certain way or if there's a video I want to make or a sneaker I want to talk about or whatever, and even if I know that like at least think that people wouldn't want to know about it or whatever, I'll still make it, man. You know what I mean? Because there's people out there that do want to know about it and do want to watch content about that certain sneaker or whatever. Matthew, thanks guys. Appreciate y'all for real. No, man, thank you for stopping through. Thanks for watching the stream. Appreciate you for stopping by, man. Thank you so much. But yeah, man, those Panda Dunks, man. When I saw the stock numbers for those, 116,000 pairs, I'm like, man, that's crazy. I wasn't expecting it to be that many. I thought that there would be a decent amount of those Panda Dunk highs, but not no 130K.
Like I tried to find them for y'all. But I don't think I can find those Air Maxes so y'all can know what I'm talking about without dying in an avalanche of shoes. But
trust me, I hear you.
Like it just blew my mind. It just blew my mind what the resale value was for it.
Those I gotten a couple of nice Dunk Low W's. Which ones did I get? The Georgetowns.
Oh yeah.
I hit on those on the sneakers app. They dropped everywhere else, like everywhere else before they hit the sneakers app. I remember that they dropped it, all the retailers and stuff. And then like a month after that, they dropped on the sneakers app, and I got a W. And those are going for like $300 right now. They're dead stock over there. Like, and you know how I don't part with nothing, man. Like that's part of my like and Travis Scott's. You know what I mean? Because I got the Georgetown 3s. I got Georgetown. I don't necessarily need them in the Dunks. And then I got a pair of Panda Dunks, but they killed the resale value on those. Like, those were like 350, 400. And then they've just restocked like 7,000 times that like now, you know, they're just more, you know, affordable. You know what I'm saying? You still make 100, 150 on them, but I don't really think it's even worth your time.
I didn't even know I had these Dunks right here, but it just goes to show you like how poorly Dunk highs are received. I ended up picking up these like the Lakers Dunks at some point in time, and these are nice. Like regardless of what anybody says, and it's not like the crappy Dunk material on them,
right?
And it's even got like the vintage like Andre Agassi emblem on the tongue tag, which is pretty dope too. But like these tanked.
Yeah, they did. I remember like seeing them whenever they were coming out, and I remember I think I went for them on the sneakers app, and I think they gave me a no.
Yeah, I don't even remember how I hit them. I know I didn't pay resale. I paid retail for them, but
yeah, I don't. The only Dunk high I have is the people call them the Wu-Tangs.
And I haven't even done a review on them. I think I got these shoes in because I had gotten so many in at that one point in time. I got those in, and I just tossed the box to the side and forgot. Like,
yeah, then that's not a bad sneaker, man. Like I would rock those, especially with like a Kobe jersey or something. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
That'd be dope. But let's see, it's 11:02. Those Union Cortezes are dropping as we speak. Like I said, I didn't see nobody in the chat talking about they wanted them. I didn't have not one person. Only Dunk high I have is the Supreme Red and Navy by any means. That's a nice sneaker though.
Yeah,
that's a nice one. I got the black and yellow. People call them the Wu-Tangs. That's the only Dunk high I have. I like the lows, but I like Jordan 1 lows too. I like, you know what I mean? Like I like lows like that, like just especially for the summer, man. Like those, you know what I mean? It's a nice like everyday kind of shoe you could just slip on. The highs, I never really got into the Dunk highs. Love Jordan 1 highs though.
Right. I remember Dunk highs back in the day, they were like dumpster shoes.
Right.
The materials on them, like you all think the materials on the Dunks are bad now?
Yeah.
Back then, they were terrible. Like the ankle straps on the Dunk highs were loose and they were paper thin, and the materials just looked like they were like scraps of scraps that they just glued together to make a shoe. It was awful.
Even the Dunk lows, like those used to be better quality, like better leather than they are now.
Right.
They were bad, then they were good. Now they're bad again.
Right.
But they're so popular that it doesn't even matter. And Nike knows that.
And it just breaks my heart to think about how bad Dunk highs were back in the day.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, Nike will always find a way to give you the same thing and saving them money.
Right.
But
Right.
yet they don't make enough sneakers to
Right.
actually make money.
Right.
I
Right.
don't, not that they don't make money. They make more than anybody. Probably more. Nike probably makes more money than all the other companies, Adidas, New Balance, put
Oh
together.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they can
Yeah.
make even more money.
Because when you can just drop any old thing and it sells out, you're making money. You're making
Right.
money.
I mean, these shoes cost nothing to make. I mean, at the
Now,
most,
if Adidas,
it's probably costing them $20 per pair.
right, and if Adidas just drops any old thing, they're not making money.
Right.
I think, what was it? I was talking to somebody a couple of days ago, and I told them, to be honest with you, and I don't know how anybody else feels, but the Jordan 1 mid is useless in today's day and age. Like when they dropped the Jordan 1 mid back in 85, it was to give people who couldn't afford the high an option. You could get, what looks similar but at a cheaper price. It was to give somebody an option. But in today's market where people can afford to pay $200, $300, $400 over market price for a high, there's no point in a mid, especially if you're not going to give people quality materials. There is no point in it.
Those mids be selling out though.
Right. Because of resale. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know anybody that pays resale for mids, or I know people that wear them, but I don't know anybody that's like on StockX buying mids. You know what I mean?
I think at this point now, though, you're going to start seeing with a lot of shoes sitting on shelves, we're going to start seeing a lot of mids sitting on shelves again. Because I would go to my local mall and see resellers buying every single pair of mids just to resell them, because they're going to sell. They're going to sell.
Right.
Mids might not have the highest resale value, but of course they're nowhere near the price of a high.
No.
So
well,
they're like dunk territory, because mids
some of
are
the highs now are. I mean, I'd rather buy a high that's a brick than a mid that is worth $20 more somehow.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like all the colorways are, you know what I mean? The only mid that I picked up, there was two that I picked up that I thought were dope. One was the color changing ones.
Yeah.
Remember those? Jordan was wearing them at somebody's practice the one day.
Yeah.
I had them before that. I bought them early just because I wanted to make a video on them because it was different. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then the other one was the black and white All-Star Weekend joints. I have them right here. Hold on.
Really?
And they look like carbon fiber and they're
yeah. They sat for a long time. Here, they sat for a while.
But I bought two pairs of these just because.
Man, they're like patent leather carbon fiber.
Patent leather is on the front, and then they got the carbon fiber on the back.
Okay, I was gonna say, because man, it's got a serious shine on the front,
and then it's got the.
Yeah,
but I really don't even mess with mids. But this was unique. You know what I mean?
The thing about a mid is if you put a pair of jeans on, you can't even tell they're mids.
Nah, you really can't. You really can't. But the quality on the mids is just so bad. I'd rather take the lowest quality Jordan 1 high than a mid. You know?
Right.
And But yeah, I never really got into mids. I was never. Lows, on the other hand, love the lows, bro. And I can't, and I remember every YouTuber used to talk so much crap on the lows, and I used to not get mad, but I'm like, whatever. But I used to be able to just buy them. I used to be able to just buy them. Dude, I have a whole collection of lows.
Right.
And you can't get them now. As soon as they drop, they're gone.
Right. I was never a low person. It had nothing at the time. It had nothing to do with Jordan and the lows not being highs or anything. I didn't like low anything because I didn't like my ankles to show. Like, I don't know. Like, I had a weird thing about my ankles being out, so I just didn't like lows.
You got bony ankles, man?
Nah, I ain't got no bony ankles. Hey, we don't go there, but and like I don't wear shorts. I don't wear shorts.
See, I wear
and
shorts.
Lows don't look good with jeans. Like, in my opinion, now I've seen people pull them off with jeans, but low anything looks better with shorts. And I haven't worn shorts since I was dramatic pause for a long time, will let you know. I haven't worn shorts since I was maybe like 18, like 17, 18.
No, I'd be too hot not to wear shorts, man.
It doesn't matter what it is. And I live in Georgia. I've gone the entire summer with wearing jeans.
Yeah, I can't do that. KB420 got my neutral gray lows. OG still on ice, breaking them out soon. Fire.
So like, I might not have skinny ankles, but I got like a pale set of legs. I can tell you that because I don't wear shorts. Like, it just like I never, in my mind, I never plan on being outside long enough to be affected by the heat. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't have a reason to wear shorts. I don't know.
I like the lows with the Nike Air on the tongue. Yeah, I like those too. What do they call them? Like the OG cut, the low. I forget what they actually called them. But there's a pair. There's a blue and black pair. I think about to drop early July. Like I think it's July 1st or July 2nd. They look like the neutral gray lows and the you know what I'm talking about? There's like the OG cut, the OG lows.
Yeah, with the big Nike swoosh on the side and
I don't know that I need them. They kind of look like Royals, you know what I mean? Like they're like, I think they call them Mystic Blue or something. It's something like that.
Man, speaking of Royals, so this is a trade block story. And I'll probably post it on my Instagram like today or tomorrow. I try to be like every day on Instagram with something. A guy does not send me a trade offer. He messages me and he says, hey, can we get a deal done for your blue toes? And I'm like, okay, sure. Because I had a pair of royal toes. Well, you know, because you follow me about like how the unions get everybody moist. Like those unions, for whatever reason, people try to do any and everything for my unions. But I have a pair of royal toes on there. And the guy was like, let me get your blue toes. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, he wants the royal toes. I'm like, yeah, but what you're trying to offer me, like I already have. And I looked in your closet and I don't see anything else that I want. And then the only thing that I would trade, I'd have to add money for it. And I don't feel like I don't want to add any kind of cash because the only other thing he had was shattered backboards. Yeah. So he messages me back and he goes, no, that it wouldn't be like that. It's close. If anything, I'd have to give you money, LOL. And I'm like, what? What is he talking about? He'd have to give me cash. So I asked him, I'm like, well, are you sure you're talking about blue toes? I was like, send me a picture of the shoe you're actually talking about.
Mm-hmm.
He sends me a picture of the storm blue Union ones.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh my God. Like you just wasted my time.
Right.
Because his shattered backboards had glitter all on them. And I don't think he had a box. He was like, I keep them in a plastic bag. He was like, I keep them in a plastic Ziploc bag and everything. And I had to tell him, I'm like, number one, those are not blue toes because I have royal blue, royal toe Jordan 1s. Royal toes are blue toes, not storm blue Union LA Jordan 1s. And he goes, well, I don't know the name of the shoe. I just know what I like. And I just tell people you can't do that. You can't do that with somebody who has over 300 pairs of shoes.
As a matter of fact, if that's a shoe that you like, you should know what that is, because that's
Right.
not like an everyday shoe. That's a
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that's
Right. And I told him, I was like, you
It
know what?
almost seemed like he's
Honestly,
trying. Hold on, I don't mean to. It almost
yeah,
seemed
no,
like he was trying to play dumb
right.
so that he could lowball you.
Right. Yeah, that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to like get my Storm Blues and not offer me anything on top for the Storm Blues until I had the conversation and said, I don't feel like offering anything. And that's when he had to like kind of, know something. So
Right.
I'm just like, with somebody with over 300 pairs of shoes, you have to be specific, buddy. Like you can't just get on somewhere and say, I want blue toes.
Yeah, he's asking for like a hype sneaker. Come
Yeah.
on, man. You know
And I
what that
told him,
is.
I said, you want my Storm Blues. It's going to have to be in my favor because you got glitter on your shattered backboards that's not going to come off. And I'm going to have to do some extra work in order to get them off. I said,
I wouldn't do it anyways.
right. I said the shattered backboards, they're nice, but they're not nice enough for me to give up my Storm Blues for. Like, it's not going to happen. Not in this lifetime or the next. But it's always funny to get trade block offers for my Storm Blues. Like people have nothing to offer for them.
Yeah, I
had a guy offer me a pair of trophy rooms for him, but I hate Marcus Jordan, and I hate to use the word hate for somebody, but oh my God, every time I think about Marcus Jordan, it makes my
that
blood
was
boil.
the absolute worst release in the history of sneakers. I mean, I'm sure there was other ones that were worse or probably on par, but like that one,
Right.
I think upset people the most because here's the thing. Here's where he messed up. They were numbered.
Right.
They were numbered, so people knew how many pairs there was going to be, and people had them before the release date. But yet you let people enter in all those raffles for a week or two. You know what I mean? Like you wasted everybody's time.
Right. And let people think they were going to get pairs.
And that
it
wasn't
finally came out this year that there were 3 major sneaker resellers, and they came out with like hotel luggage carts.
I saw it
full of those trophy room ones.
Yeah.
And even before I saw that, what made me mad, like it didn't even make me mad about the fact that he backdoored pairs, because we all know it's going to happen. Right. Regardless of whether it's a super rare shoe, medium rare shoe, or a non-rare shoe at all. We all know it's going to happen. And it didn't even make me mad at the fact that I didn't get a pair, because it wasn't that serious for me. I didn't really like them to begin with. I was just like, they're nice. But what really pissed me off is when Marcus Jordan got on social media and said, yeah, I backdoored them, and what are you going to do about it? You're still going to buy them.
Did he do that?
Yeah. Like, it was when people got outraged at the fact that he was backdooring them. Like,
so you're talking about recently he posted this, because he didn't say nothing.
No, it was he said that after the release. Like after everything was all said and done and the shoes were like,
yeah,
all the pairs had gone out and people were still going on a week later about him backdooring shoes. He spit in the face of everybody. He was like, yeah, I backdoored him, man. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah. And I'm
really, like,
and the thing is like, dude, he'd have been better off, because he does own a tier 0 store and he does get collaborations. He'd have been better off just letting the people have it. Like, you really need money, bro? Like, Michael Jordan's your dad. You really need money? Like,
right.
There shouldn't be.
And I was like, the level of arrogance to this little piece of shit, where he's just going to say, yeah, I did, whatever. And we are the people that make him. He's riding off of the skin of his dad's back, because he failed at what he tried to do. He tried to play basketball. He failed at it. And he basically said, oh, well, my dad's shoes are selling, so why not open up a store and sell his shoes? Because I know I can get access that nobody else can get. So let me do that. And we made him popular for that. And after I saw him say that, I said, I will never, ever go after another trophy room release. I said, I will never, ever support anything he does.
You know what, too? I don't like fives, but those trophy room fives, I always liked them. But I don't pay for them.
Yeah, those were
yeah, like I don't even pay his store no mind. Like I follow it on Instagram, and then like when a sneaker comes out, it'd be like, enter this raffle, and I'm like, yeah, okay. And like you ever go to the comments, dude, it's every post they put out, like all they do is talk about backdoor and all the sneakers, like, you know what I mean? It's hilarious. But yeah, and like the thing is like even if Nike knows that he did that or whatever, like they're not going to do nothing to him because that's Michael Jordan's son.
Right.
Like and he has a tier 0 account. Like they're never like they're not going to do nothing to him, and he knows that. You know what I mean? Like they're not going to tick off. You know what I mean? Michael. You know what I'm saying? That's his little boy. You know what I mean? So he could just run amok. But like, what? I just don't understand why he did it. First of all, that store that he has, I mean, it's successful. It's not like it's. You know what I mean? It's not like it's not successful. And like, bro, like, so what do you know how much he got per pair? Was it probably like $800 or something per pair?
No,
they bought all of them.
They said he was getting between $1,300 to $1,500 a pair.
Okay. Retail on those was what, 200? Supposedly.
Yeah. And he unloaded like when those like 3 main sneaker resellers were going, like they said that they walked out of there with a couple hundred pair
each.
Yeah.
Well, how many pairs were there? It was low. Then they were all numbered. Was it like 3,000 or 4,000? It was something like that.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
It was low. It wasn't like 10,000. It was lower.
But they said at the end of the day, they said like each one of them had brought like a cargo van and or like I guess like cargo van. They were able to feasibly fill up that cargo van. They had grabbed so many pairs.
Yeah, that's crazy. I remember seeing like the resale prices for those. They were like 2,000, 2,500.
Right.
I don't know where they are now. I actually think they came down. I think they're I don't think they're going for as much as they were. But you know what? Honestly, like I mean, that was a cool shoe. I'd like to have gotten it or whatever. You know what I mean? Like the little story behind it getting frozen out of the All-Star game and whatever.
Right.
But like, you know what I mean? Was it like the best Jordan one? Probably not. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it's worth. I don't think it's worth the. It definitely wasn't worth the headache to get it.
Yeah. The story was way better than the shoe.
Yeah.
I saw it. Like I said, I saw it. I was like, cool. I know I'm probably not gonna get it. If I don't, I mean, me not getting it, that's cool. And when I heard the story made me say, oh, I want it.
Right.
But then reality set back in, and then Marcus Jordan had to be the little shit he is. And, you know, now I don't like Marcus Jordan, and I will never buy anything or put attention to anything that has to deal with Marcus Jordan or Trophy Room. Other than this conversation, that's the only attention I will give him, unless somebody asks me about a trophy.
If it drops, I'll be honest with you, like if he does, if they do get other, you know, I don't know if there's anything in the works. They're probably going to release a Jordan 2 this year too. Who knows? But like everybody else. But yeah, if it drops on the sneakers app, I'd probably go for it. But I'm not going to waste my time messing with his website or any of that stuff because like I don't trust the whole product. Like I'm not going to waste my time. Size 10, Demetrius says 1,800. I mean, that's cheaper than they were going for like 3,000.
1,300 a pair. That would be right around about right for the resale value. $1,300 a pair, which
that's
is
what they are right now. I'm thinking
2,000.
At first, they were like 2,500, 3,000.
Right. Those $1,300 pairs have all been bought up. So yeah, the 1,800s are like just regular pairs.
Those are probably the people that paid 3,000 trying to get some money back.
But that's like 2020 Travis Scott mocha prices right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I would have bought those Travis Scotts, like every single one of them that I could back when they were cheap. You know what I mean? I didn't foresee that being a $2,000
Right.
shoe.
You just don't think it. Yeah.
You know, I didn't think it was gonna be like that. And then now, like in hindsight, like if I had a time machine, I'd definitely go back to 2018, 2019. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. 2018, 2019.
Even if I had to like relive COVID all over again because of it.
Right. I would definitely pay the $345 release day asking price, and I would buy about $1,500 worth of shoes, and then I would just sit on them for a year, because it took less than 8 or 9 months after the release for them to get to $1,000.
Yeah.
And even if you had, it's like buying them at $345 a pair. Even if you sold them at $1,000, you're still on a $500 come up.
Oh yeah,
like that's insane.
Yeah. People are sort of panicking about the Air Max 1 prices for Travis Scott's right now. Because they've dipped. You know, people have gotten their pairs in, you know what I mean? And the prices have gone down. But those are gonna go. Those are going up to 1K. People are panic selling them right now. And I think that's a big mistake. You're going to regret that because it's maybe not the yellow joints. Yeah, and I even think the yellow joints are going to go up, but those two, definitely the Baroque Browns, those are going up. You'll see them those because people like that.
See, the yellow pair is probably going to sit like that sneaker. Yeah.
You know, you're talking 8-9 months difference in there from the time to go to 1,000. We're weeks away. Like we're weeks past the release. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm saying you got to give that at least a year to see where it is. And if that's a $700, $800, $900 shoe, you got to hang on to it or sell it and get your money. But like to sell it right now for $400, $450, I think is stupid. I think you should hold that and see where it goes because at worst, it's going to be that priced in a year anyways. You know what I mean? You just gave away a Travis Scott that I think is going to go up in value.
I think the Union 2s might touch 1,000.
Well, they're not doing good right now.
Right. No, they have tanked. They're
basically retail out there.
Yeah. Size 10 is $240 for one of them, and then $270 for the other one.
And I
remember like
it was $225 retail, and they charged $25 shipping.
Oh, yes, it ain't.
So you got to get a minimum of $250 for the sneaker right off jump because they charge $25 for shipping, which I don't understand why these companies are doing that, but shipping is $10.
That's crazy. Yeah, $10 to $13. Yeah, I pay $13 here. I think California pays.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not $25.
Oh, but it's California. Union is in LA, so it was LA shipping prices. So yeah, like shipping is expensive.
LA gas prices.
Yeah.
But they were doing that before that though. Like I hit on I think it was Undefeated. I got the those purple and like blue dunks, the Undefeated pack. You remember them?
Yeah.
I hit on those and they charged me $25 shipping because it was like I think it was like $120 for the shoe, and then it ended up being like $150 with shipping.
It's high out there though. I think I had to ship. I can't remember what it was that I had to ship to somebody that I sold, and I know it was less than 2 pounds. And here, for something £1.5 pounds is still only maybe like $7 shipping. To ship it to LA, it was twice that. It was like almost $14. So I can understand why shipping coming out of LA was $25. I can understand that, but I didn't really think about it until just then.
Alma Manier's doing it too, $25.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I wish Alma Manier would charge me like $25 for shipping when I'm right down the street. I'd say, look, man, hold your damn shipping. I'll drive to you, and I'll pick it up then.
KB420, bro, the live has been fire. I love the conversation. You guys have kept me more entertained than the lives I usually watch by 4.
Oh, man, appreciate it.
Thanks for the nice words. Definitely, guys. If you're not familiar with Homegrown, definitely go check him out on YouTube and also on Instagram, where he is always putting things out. He's more active on Instagram.
If you want to see
definitely go sub up to his YouTube too, because he makes some nice videos too.
Right. If y'all want to see a lot more of like me being me and my foolishness, head over to that Homegrown _kicks on IG, because they wouldn't let me put Homegrown Kicks because I don't really care, but I'm there. And check me out there. I'm live all the time there. And a lot of people say I say some crazy stuff on IG. I try to be a little tamed on YouTube because, monetization things and like strikes. So, I try to be tamed on YouTube. I don't know if I do a good job of it, but on IG, oh yeah, I'll definitely go crazy. Yeah.
I still haven't seen anybody say they wanted the Cortezes. Even on Instagram, I was just looking and nobody's posting about it. Right.
I'm the friend you don't put on speakerphone.
I'm that guy too in real life. Like, I don't cuss on my YouTube channel and nothing like that.
Right.
Because I want them to push my content out there. And like I heard that like they don't if you have like a bunch of profanity and stuff like that. So I keep it PG. Plus, like I don't know, like if when people click on my videos, like I don't know if they're around their like little kids or whatever.
Right.
I am like more mindful because of stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't want somebody to not click on my video because like they're, babysitting or, watching their kid or, whatever. So, I try to keep it cool, but in real life, man, like all I do, every other word is,
And like the new YouTube really must have cracked down because look at Tony D Too Wild. He used to say some of the most off the wall stuff. Back at it like a crack addict. This looks like a certain animal's body parts, skin, and I'm like, yo, dude, what are you doing? Like he used to throw it all out there in his videos, but yeah, you won't find that now. He's more media friendly when he describes things now. So yeah. Best and the worst luck at the same time. Yeah, I think we all do.
Yeah, he'll hit on everything, but then all the stuff will come back with terrible QC.
You're right.
So it's like, what's better, taking the L or dealing with messed up pairs? I think I'd rather take the L.
Let me see what time. It is 11:30. I got to get.
Yeah, I'm about to hop off here myself, man.
For a Zoom interview. So I want to take the time prepping for that, man. I got
hardest working man in live content. No, man, I had a great time today, man. Thanks for coming on, man.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for having me
on anything of yours, man. I'll definitely stop through or whatever. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it. And maybe I'll take that long walk after this interview and get those dunks and go on IG and snatch you up for IG later on today.
Yeah, man. Let me know. You know what I mean? And you're always welcome back on here. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to do more. I won't be doing this like I'm off this week because it's my birthday and stuff. And but like Saturday mornings, like I'll, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that
stuff like that. But I definitely, or maybe even like late nights. You know what I mean? Later in the afternoon. But I definitely want to do more of this. I really appreciate you coming on, man. I had a great time. Thank you to everybody who you know what I mean, came in, supported the stream today. You know what I mean? Commented, like the live, you know what I mean?
The donos.
Beautiful with the donos. I never got donations before. You know what I mean? Like I never got donations. Like, so thank you guys for that. Got a W on the Particle Grade 9s. We had quite a few W's in the chat today too, man.
Right.
But thank you guys so much, man. And you know what I mean? I'll see you guys soon. Thank you.
Y'all have a great day and a wonderful week.
Go sub up to my man.